lacking. Okay, we're up and running. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another stream. Today we're streaming the Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. Weird.
The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker?
Oh, yes.
I can see people's dreams.
I've set up an experiment.
My dad is trying to hurt me.
Quantum suicide. Have you heard of it?
If I concentrate hard enough, and I know when the person
If you concentrate hard enough, you'll follow through.
I can have the dream with them.
Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood.
Oh, sounds like Boris.
Feels like the paintings are watching me.
I read that wrong then.
When I walk through a door, it takes me somewhere else.
I read it as I feel like my panties are watching me.
Something goes wrong.
Oh, dear me.
What was once chaotic becomes more ordered.
Starts as a door-to-door saleswoman. Double glazing, probably.
Yeah, definitely double glazing something.
I think we both know what you dreamed about last night.
I've seen its silhouette changing through the window.
Because he thinks I'm evil.
I am evil.
Because I can see things other people can't.
On the basis that the central component of our universe is
I'm a naughty man who doesn't wear a mask and is not having the vaccine. Ooh, so I'm getting my tinfoil hat to
I did what you
wear.
said, Doctor. They arrested me.
which means that at any given moment we can choose to alter our perception of the world. No matter how much chaos.
Fuck me, this is deep philosophical shit, isn't it?
Fix me.
I'm telling you, it's eating people. And you're just laughing.
You're insane, Doctor.
I'm insane. Purely
Listen to
speaking.
me. You're not
Maybe I am
listening.
insane here.
It's your only bloody job.
I am insane. I am the macho me. I am the macho man Randy Savage. And comparatively speaking, maybe I am insane.
Doctor, you're late.
Oh.
And after all those promises, never mind. Let's not
Oh, doctor,
late.
please,
And
the
after all
state
those
I'm in.
promises,
Doctor,
late.
please help
And after all those-
me.
And after all those promises, never mind.
Doctor, can you help me? The entire world has gone fucking insane. Who are you?
Doctor, you're late. And after all those promises, never mind. Let's not keep the patients waiting.
Yeah, I'm terribly sorry
If
for
you want
keeping all the
anything, just-
patients waiting. There's a thing in the world called
Sorry,
COVID,
forgot.
which is
I'm not going to
disrupting the
be
world.
here.
And until the
police still have
politicians
some questions they want
decide
to ask about, you know,
that the
and
virus
after
that the
that, I'm
virus
dropping
is
in to
over,
see
I'm
Ben,
afraid we're stuck
feeling
with it, I'm
shocked,
afraid.
And I thought we'd show we cared. We do still care, don't we, Doctor? Good.
Doctor.
Anyway, I hope you're all caught up on Dr. Dekker's tapes.
Oh, dear.
I think Mariana is in first.
Yeah, is that the one?
I'm sure they'll all become a blur by the end
Is
of
that
the
the one
day.
that
I'll see you
panties
later.
can
Or
see her?
tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. I'll leave it to you then.
No, I can't imagine me as a fucking doctor. Can't imagine it somehow. Nathan. Bruce? Good day, Bruce. Claire. Was that the crazy one with the paintings? No. Eileen? Mariana? Nathan? Into your question. Into your question. Are you, or ever been, I don't know, what question could I do? Because I like to do silly questions. Who let Biden out?
Nope. Don't know.
Oh, that was a brilliant response. Are you a natural redhead? Are you a natural redhead?
That's not really helping with my blackouts.
Ooh, blackouts you say? Do you know anything about the murder? Hello. Why are you here?
I think you're supposed to tell me what's wrong with me. Isn't that how it works? The police keep picking me up for public nudity.
Oh. Are you a nympho? Are you a nympho that can't keep her fanny in her knickers? Are you a nympho that can't keep her fanny in her knickers?
I have no idea about that.
Alright, let's stop messing around. You black it off, fair enough.
The next thing I remember, I'm naked.
Alright, let's stop messing about.
Like I've been washed up on shore. Nobody's pressed charges yet, but I can feel it. The police are getting suspicious. I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange as I can hold my breath for a really long time. But I'm not swimming before I black out. Dr. Dekker thought it was anxiety originally. Then he worked it out.
Ooh. Something about the beach.
I work for myself. I make bracelets from things I find on the beach and sell them online. I spend a lot of time at the beach.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the beach.
It's just way more relaxing than
A
anywhere
natural
else. You should come with me one day.
beaches. I've always said this. Excuse me. Excuse me. As I was saying, I find beaches were the most natural antidepressants that you can use to tackle depression. You know, dipping your feet in the water, sat there looking at the waves, no better feeling.
Dr. Dekker
Don't
thought
talk
I
to me
had
about anxiety.
generalized anxiety disorder.
Yeah.
GAD?
Yep,
Because
I've heard of that, yep.
blackouts. He thought I was breathing badly.
Yeah. Not fun.
I'm breathing badly?
You're showing plenty of clearage, love, I'll give you that. But I don't think you're breathing badly. Yeah, your breathing seems normal.
You can check my breathing if you want.
Oh my
Do you
God.
want me to lie down? Can you tell just by looking at me? I'm not worried about it, just if you are.
Oof. Dear me, woman.
He eventually decided it wasn't anxiety, but I'm not going to tell you his final diagnosis.
It's a bit
You should
mean.
have a fresh start. I don't want you influenced by the prognosis. I'm not sure holding my breath too long is causing blackouts. I mean, it could, but I don't remember ever having a blackout when I'm holding my breath.
Let's try a sensible question. Because she did say she had dreams, didn't she? Oh my game.
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange as I can hold my breath for a really long time. But I'm not swimming before I black out. Dr. Dekker thought it was...
Okay. Yeah, that's what what are you doing before the blackout?
I normally black out when I'm dancing.
What, pole dancing?
I like dancing.
What, pole
Do you
dancing?
like dancing?
Yeah, I like dancing. I like dancing naked in a gas mask. Oh, I love dancing.
Cool. I dance to anything with a beat.
Do you? Do you?
I dance a lot at nightclubs. I
Yeah,
know
so I mean,
most of the
pole
nightclubs
dancing.
around here. My favorite is the Pearl because they sell cheap vodka shots all night.
Do they? So you get intoxicated straight away, don't you? Fucking, I get intoxicated on fucking shandy. That's how good I am. Oh, excuse me. So,
I don't drink.
hello, sexy ginger woman. I haven't had my sex change yet, Gun. I think you're getting very confused. Oh, sorry, you mean the woman on there. I must tell her this, sorry. I thought you meant me. Because if I had a sex change, I'd be a redhead. Yes, I would. If I had a sex change, I'd be a redhead and spend all my fucking life on Twitch waiting for simps to fucking donate to me. Oh my goodness. Fappy fap fat. Oh dear. I wouldn't recommend doing that. I wouldn't recommend doing that because it gets quite sticky. You get your laptop all sticky. Not too bad. I haven't seen you much on Badger streams. Are you all right? I'm all right. I'm okay. I'm just fucking glad he's cooled down a bit. Right.
You think my dancing causes my blackouts? No, I know it's the last thing I remember, but I don't think it's that.
Right, let me do a silly question. Let's do a silly question. Will you pole dance for a... Oops. Viking. Will you pole dance for a South Coast Viking? Or will you pole dance for a South Coast Viking? And what's your answer?
Doesn't really mean anything to me.
Oh. I think she blew you out. That doesn't mean anything to me. That doesn't work for me, brother. Oh.
I don't know about that.
So what's the point of having that? Into your question, I mean... Well, let's put in a bit of anxiety, because she's... Talk about... Oh, if I can spell anxiety. Fucking hell. I got anxiety. Fucking hell, I get anxiety trying to spell anxiety, because I don't know how to fucking spell it. Fuck me, you'd think 31 years of having anxiety, I would fucking be able to spell it. Oh, fuck it. Right, let's stop fucking about.
I want to stop having the blackouts.
You want to stop having the blackouts?
I want to stop waking up.
You want to stop wanking up at the beach? I'm sorry, I read that wrong.
I remember those entire evenings.
You want to stop wanking on the beach? Oh dear.
You suggest
I wouldn't recommend that. You get the sea all polluted. So you. I don't want to think about that. No. I bet that has happened abroad on those saucy beaches. I bet that has happened. Men and women wanking in the sea. I bet that has happened. It's probably fucking happened in Ibiza somewhere. Yeah, probably. Because someone watch you ever try to... That's a bit creepy. Why would you want to film your blackouts?
I film myself doing,
I bet you fucking do.
But it's not so
I
easy
bet
to
you
do
fucking film things when you... Yeah. I bet you fucking do. Fuck me, you should be on fucking Twitch then, my dear. You get loads of donations. Can somebody watch you when you black... Oh.
Will you do it for me? Will you watch me to see what happens?
Gunnar will watch you. No, I can't watch you. Gunnar can watch you instead. Oh, go on.
So, it's a date then?
Oh, okay.
I'll let you know when.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you're here, isn't it? You've replaced him. He was a good listener. I hope you are. Dekker could really get inside you.
I bet he fucking could.
It was,
Deep inside, I reckon, and all.
unsettling.
Oh, fuck me, this
You let him do
fucking
it.
woman.
Part of
Either
the
I'm
process,
very
I guess.
rude, I got a rude mind. Either I've got a rude mind, or she's incredibly rude, full of sexual innuendos. Oh, what a lovely looking pair! You took the words right in my mouth.
I'm Mariana. Are you feeling okay?
No, I'm not feeling okay. No, I'm not.
You got a lot of new patients, huh? Don't worry, we don't bite.
I bite,
Well,
sometimes.
Most of us.
Oh, dearie me, this woman. I can get a break from playing Star Trek 2025. Oh, that's good then. Are you flirty with me?
Wow. Let's get straight to it then. I'm not sure I feel comfortable speaking with you about that at the moment.
Oh, dearie me. Oh! Is your hair wet when you wake up? No, but a pussy gets wet when she goes on the bed. I mean,
When I wake up, my hair is dry, but it's pretty hot at the moment. I get baked quickly by the sun.
you should see my
It's
skin.
possible I've been in the sea
Fucking
during the
red.
blackout.
My advice to anyone, if you like the heat and you got eczema, don't stay in the heat as long as me. Because my face is like a baboon's fucking ass at the moment.
I love the beach. Until somebody tells me it's gonna kill me, I'll keep going. Have you ever been addicted to something, Doctor?
Crack. Black ass crack. Marching powder. Raspberry Ripple ice cream. Maltesers. McCoy's crisps. Oh, I could fucking go on with all my addictions.
I've been a patient here for 3 months.
3
Today
months?
is my patient birthday.
Yay!
Do I have a cake or something?
Yes, I'll bake you a cake. Bake you a fucking cake, yeah. Yes, you can have a cake. You can have a Jaffa cake. How about that?
That is so sweet. Thank you, Doctor.
Have a Jaffa cake. But make sure you eat them all before that greedy badger gets them.
I thought so when I first saw you. We should get on great. I never find my clothes. I don't know why I'm naked. Like you're not listening.
I'm not listening. Oh no. Well, Gunner's certainly not. Gunner, my assistant's certainly not listening. Because he keeps staring at your big bazookas.
I guess people see me and call the police. But someone will take offense eventually, and I'll be charged with indecent exposure.
I don't really have questions
yet.
yet.
When I'm swimming underwater. Most people do. Sometimes
Which of the patients bite? Alright, what have we got to do now then?
think you're reading a bit too much into things. Be careful with that.
Okay. Been through a lot, I wonder.
Dr. Dekker was fine. He had good relationships with his patients as far as I know. I'm not sure why anyone would want him dead.
Okay. Perhaps you should ask someone else a question. Okay. Claire. Why are you here?
Well,
why are you
according
gay?
to your predecessor,
Who
I'm
says
a
I'm gay?
delusional psychotic with
You are
obsessive
gay.
tendencies. Oh, and a history of violence.
History of oh.
Sounds so cold when you put it like that.
That's my type of woman then. That's my type of woman then. I mean, obsessive tendencies. Ooh.
I'm obsessed with my husband. It's absurd, really.
You're obsessed with your husband. Why is that? Why is that? Yeah.
Because he is here. And he shouldn't be.
So he's he's dead, and because she's going for a bereavement, she can see him. I think.
He could be alive. He almost
okay.
died.
Okay, he almost died. Okay.
My husband is not a well man. We've been having problems for a while now.
What's his history of violence?
There was only one violent outburst.
Oh, okay.
That hardly qualifies as a
Well,
history
you
of
chopped his
violence.
dick off.
And he provoked me.
Basically, you chopped his dick off, went to court, and the judge said, "Now then, Claire, you need to reattach your husband's cock and never do it again. £300 fine."
I stabbed him with a steak knife.
No, you chopped his bollocks off,
Shocking,
didn't you?
isn't it? It was a brief moment of temporary insanity.
Oh, fucking hell, I got permanent
Or temporary
insanity.
clarity, I'm not really sure which. David had been having an affair with his assistant,
The
Iris.
dirty fucker.
How predictable.
Yeah.
Not just the affair, but an optician named Iris.
Oh. Ooh, Iris. Is Iris in here? No. For some reason I thought there was an Iris. Okay, Nathan.
His health, if you can call it that, has been deteriorating rapidly in the last few weeks. I can't cope with
Haven't everyone else's, my dear? I think everyone's health's deteriorated.
Since our altercation,
It's called lockdown
he's become
lunacy.
Less and less active. His mind's become less and less active too. Such a delightful conversationalist at one time, now more of an enigmatic husk. Delusions. As in seeing things that are not there.
Yeah,
I'm not going to be any more specific. It's not
No.
true in any case. I'm not delusional.
Oh, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. Oh.
I tried to hurt David once. That's why I'm here, isn't it? I'm not proud of my behaviour, but I was very angry. It was a private matter, though. The police should never have been involved. I never used to get angry. Ever. If you're angry, you're not in control. Isn't that right?
That's what they say.
It's very bad for me to lose control.
That's what they say.
Let's save that for another time, shall we? I'm rich, but I'm not made of money, and I'm fairly sure my time is up.
Gosh, she's an arrogant bitch, isn't she?
My name is Claire Castleford, and as I'm paying a small fortune for these sessions, I'd expect you to be up to speed, Doctor. Being rich has its perks, but honestly, I would give it all up in a heartbeat if it could free me from this madness.
Well, I recommend listening to fucking, well, if you want to be free from the madness, fucking play One Step Beyond over and over again on a continuous loop.
David has trouble.
Oh yes, you don't use Manscaped or whatever it's fucking called. I don't use Manscaped.
Sitting in the rocking chair on the porch.
Can't be asked for that shit.
When I return the next evening, he's still there, just staring into the stars.
I've got a beard on my face and I got a beard down below, so there you go. So there you go. The lake house. Oh, what's the bit of the lake house?
At the lake house. It belonged to my parents, but I don't use it much anymore.
Oh.
I have the main house to myself.
Oh, aren't you? Oh, I've got the main house to my. Oh, I've got a lake house. What the fuck's? Oh, Manscaped. It's American thing where you fucking shave your balls. If I can't be asked for that fucking shit manscaping.
The most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker
can't be asked for that.
He didn't bring it upon himself.
Okay.
But then I hadn't known him for a very long time. Perhaps I was wrong about him. Dr. Dekker just had that look about him.
Oh, yeah, that look about him.
You know what they say about us crazies. Takes one to know one.
Oh yeah, I believe. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I agree with that. It takes one to know one. Absolutely.
The police seem to think I'm dangerous. I'm only sitting here talking to you because I have a lot of money. Otherwise, there's no doubt I'd be thrown into prison for a very long time.
I don't trust this woman.
Help, Doctor.
I do not trust this woman. I think she's a very sociopathic, very manipulative, sociopathic vibes I'm getting from this Claire.
Keep up, Doctor. David is my husband. I suppose after what I did, there are people that might think I belonged in prison. What do you think, Doctor?
Well, they always say as the song goes, the female of the species is more deadlier than the male, and it's fucking true. I say that from experience. See, now that statement you could be saying with therapy, I mean, doesn't sit true with me, because for a lot of people, therapy does not work. Therapy doesn't work for everyone. A very good liar. Very good liar. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, why do the police think you're dangerous?
I assume they think I'm dangerous because I stabbed my husband.
Oh, how am I going to word this? Because the thing is, with a lot of sociopaths and psychopaths, therapy doesn't work. Therapy It's not always the best choice for him. Medication certainly isn't. Well, for a lot of sociopaths and psychopaths, medication doesn't help them at all. And therapy is like,
That's disappointing. Don't you want to try to make me better? At least Dr. Dekker gave it a shot in his own way.
I don't trust you, my dear. There's something off about you. Ask another question. Yeah, that's a good question. Oh, perhaps ask someone else a question. Yeah, let's ask. Bruce, good day, Bruce. How are you, Bruce?
I'm Bryce Hemmings. You must be the new doctor. Did you know Dr. Dekker?
He looks a bit slow.
He was an antagonistic psycho.
Oh, was he?
I hope you're not from the same school of thought.
He looks like he's got multiple personalities. Like he plays different characters, because he's coming across like a childlike.
I didn't really like Dr. Dekker, and for quite a few reasons actually. I'd rather talk about my own problems for now though, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Originally I was suffering with depression.
Okay.
Work was piling up, I kept missing
It's a bit more on
deadlines.
depression.
I wasn't used to all the failure. I got depressed.
He's got a bit more than depression. Has he got autism or something? I don't know, he's very childlike. Like he's got autism or something, or...
Dr. Dekker would say one thing and do another. He would push me to do things I didn't want to do. He was getting worse towards the end. I'm surprised he didn't kill himself.
I definitely think you should see a dentist. Yeah, people with people with autism and ADHD, they tend to do a lot of rocking. They can't. When they are sat down, they do a lot of rocking, and sometimes they don't know they're doing it. So yeah, he's giving me that autism, ADHD vibe.
You'd think being a gravedigger had its perks.
Oh Christ, a gravedigger!
There's a trend going towards
you was a
burial
gravedigger,
rather than
was you?
cremation again. And
I
as well as running out of
bet
space,
it's
we're
dead
running
fun
out
to
of
be a gravedigger, isn't it?
diggers. At least ones that can use a
I
shovel.
bet it's dead fun, isn't it?
I'm not
Fucking
feeling
hell.
anywhere near as depressed as I used to, though. Not since I got the extra hour.
I can't get over his fucking teeth. Fucking hell, he looks like a fucking... No, you're not going to offend me. Not at all. Because I do it. I do it, I don't even know I'm doing it. Listen. I've got autism, bipolar and OCD, and I'm always the first person to take the piss out of my fucking self, so it's not a problem. It's not a problem, Gun. It's not a problem. I don't get offended easy when it comes to things like that. Honestly, so don't worry. It's all good. It's all good.
I'm a gravedigger, Doctor.
Oh shit! Yeah, you just said that. Oh, sorry.
We can bury them.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I'm always taking the piss out of myself. Ask my parents. Obviously, just, you know, Jonathan. He's just self-deprecating humour. I've always been like that. I've always been like that. So it doesn't bother me. Grave digging. Who's grave digging? But that's dead fun. Oh, Doctor, what a shit joke.
Henley Church, where I work, is located on an old Norman motte and bailey.
Oh, that's nice.
You can't use mechanical diggers or excavators there.
That's nice. Norman motte and bailey's nice. Some nice architecture from the Normans. Fair play. Because Chepstow Castle is a Norman Bailey castle. Newport Castle was a Norman castle. So yeah, I like Norman architecture. Yeah, that's fine, Gunnar, don't worry. It's fine.
At midnight each day.
At midnight each day, time is it now, it freezes. In my world, it steadily downstorms to stop, and then I pull
I'm free to wander
pull
around
the cover
and do as
off.
I please.
Pull
An hour later,
the cover
normal
off the
reality
coffin. I go into the coffin.
It's my very own midnight hour.
Oh God, I dread to think when he gets into that fucking graveyard. Yes, the midnight hour arises. My dick, my cock from my trouser arises, and I go into the grave, and I go into the graves and go.
It's a bizarre thing.
I'm going to ask it. I'm going to ask it.
Until after midnight now.
What happens if I ask that question? Are you a necrophiliac?
I'm completely caught up. The depression is no longer an issue. 25 hours is a blessing for me.
25 hours?
But apparently,
you sound like fucking Hulk Hogan. Oh yeah, brother. I worked 400 days. Wrestling, brother. I went to Japan, brother. Then I went to America, brother. And I worked 4 matches in 4 matches, brother. Oh yeah, brother. 400 days a year, brother. 400 days a year, brother. Fucking hell. Talk about exaggeration. 25 hours. Jesus. What's this extra hour?
At midnight each day. Time as you know it freezes. In my world it just slows down to almost a stop. But I don't. I'm free to wander around and do as I please. An hour later, normal reality continues. It's my very own midnight hour.
I don't think you're insane. Can I ask the question? You probably won't let me answer. No, I don't think you'll let me answer the question. But I was going to ask him, are you now ever been a necrophiliac? No, sir.
In the extra
Yeah,
hour,
he could be a
I
ghost.
mainly catch up with work. It's a godsend. Sometimes I play chess against myself. It relaxes and
Well, I never played this game
mind
before, so I don't know. Don't know what's going to happen. You could be hallucinating.
I stumbled across a relic myself. An ancient chess piece. A queen, I believe. The best chess piece. The most freedom of movement. But they took it away immediately and proclaimed the whole east side of Henley Church a protected site of archaeological importance, which means we're not allowed to use it until the archaeologists have finished. I wish I hadn't told anyone. Henley Church is relatively small. Well, for the number of bodies they expect us to pack into the ground, it's relatively
The singer
small.
from the Dan was a grave digger before he joined the band.
By Scientologists.
Oh, Scientologist, oh
They
God.
handed it back to the community as a tax break, I believe. Or they'd finished doing whatever it was they wanted to do with it.
Yeah, so he got the name Dave Vanian because he was a grave digger. I can't remember, did Captain Censor put an ad in the... One of the band members put an ad in the Melody Maker. And of course, Dave Vanian turned up to audition, and he was fucking dressed, you know, like fucking Dracula. And the guy was like, "What the fuck? Why are you dressed like Dracula?" I was like, "Oh, I like Dracula movies, and I'm a gravedigger." And I think, "Oh, what's your name?" "Dave Letts." And I go, "Oh, what about Dave Vanian?" And that's how he got the name. I think it was Captain Sensible that gave Dave Vanian the name. Oh, Scientology.
I'm not sure I believe in any religion anymore. I used to believe in God. Not anymore. There are too many religions to pick from, don't you think?
And all of them, and yeah, there's too many religions to pick from, and all of them are a load of bollocks. I think if there was a gun forced to my head, and I had to pick a religion, I'd be Buddhist. And people say, "Well, why be Buddhist?" Because Buddhists are accepting of other religions. Because most other religions are very accepting of other religions. Oh yeah, too many religions.
Then we agree.
Yeah.
Have you watched Zeitgeist, Doctor?
No.
Some of it is believable, and the part about most religions stemming from the same basic facts.
I think this guy has got autism.
It's more likely they've all got it wrong.
I think he has got autism.
Right.
Because he's got very... Yeah. He's very knowledgeable about things, and he's got very obsessive tendencies. He's not stupid. He's quite bright.
I thought it would be too early to make a diagnosis, but it's good you're having a go anyway.
However, upon saying that I am pagan Buddhist, yeah. Something about a drink.
I like chess. I still play sometimes when I can
That's
find an opponent.
Japanese Buddhist
There's nothing
Shinto.
more satisfying than planning scores of moves in advance and then watching things unfold as you saw them.
That sounds
I
Japanese.
shouldn't have told anyone about the Queen.
I imagine with all the samurais, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, because I thought Shinto, that rings a bell. Yeah, yeah, of course, the samurais. Yeah, you gotta love Japan. Such they got such great, very, very great, rich, fascinating history and culture. They're far more fucking cultured and sophisticated than we are.
Yes, Dr. Dekker was murdered. Quelle surprise. Murdered does
Well,
seem
great
a
culture.
bit harsh, doesn't it? And another grave to dig. I know as much about it as you do. Less, I would imagine.
Gunnar, have you ever seen any of the Toshimo Mifune films? Because they're fucking good films. Good samurai films.
Control, but then
Back in the 60s.
Nobody wants life to carry them along helplessly. Everyone wants to kick against it and make their own way. Do you like to be in control, Doctor?
Oh yeah, I like to be in control, yeah. I like to be in control of my bowels. Yes, I do, thank you.
If you like being in control, you'll
You're
have
not
a
sure.
tough time here.
Okay.
I saw it with Dr. Dekker. Such control,
Have you,
such
what about
stability.
Shogun Assassin?
But he unravelled at the end.
A Shogun Assassin was an edit of two baby cat films. Baby cat films were like a anthology of a samurai on the run after the Shogun betrays him. And the baby's in a cat, and the fucking, and it's got samurai fucking swords in it.
He couldn't keep control of everything, of everyone. He just set us up like dominoes, but we all toppled in unexpected ways.
Oh, okay. Vaguely remember.
You'll find it all
My
out
uncle
in time,
said there
Doctor.
was a show called Shogun in
Just
the
not
80s
today.
and 90s.
Can't have your head exploding.
Ah, okay. Was that a show in Japan? Was it? Because I don't think it was an American show. I know there was a show. Wasn't there a show years ago called Monkey? And it was a Chinese series. Or am I thinking of something else? There was there was a TV series called in the 70s called Monkey. Supposed to be really good. It only had 2 seasons. It's supposed to be really good. So it's Shogun. Let's have a look. Shogun. Oh, okay. It was a TV miniseries. Oh! Toshima Mofumi's in that. Okay, you'll have to watch that. I doubt it'll be on Netflix, but Toshima Mofumi's in that Shogun series. Richard Chamberlain. John Rhys Davis is in it. Oh, okay. He plays Gimli in Lord of the Rings films. I sometimes wish Brian Blessed would have been good in Lord of the Rings. He would have been good as a dwarf. He would have been good as Gimli. Brian Blessed, I think he would have been a good choice as Gimli. Lord Sauron wants to destroy the world with his ring. Do I be honest or tactful? Tactful, I think. Tell him to get stuffed! Right, so I've asked Claire, I've asked Bruce, Nathan.
It's like those montages you get in movies.
Okay.
Time passes, you wake up, shave, if you feel like it, shower, get dressed. What's the point? You get this day over and over. Nothing changes.
Oh, he's a cynical cunt,
Am I
isn't
in
he?
purgatory, Doctor?
Well, if you're in purgatory, I'm sure fucking what's his name will guide you. I'm sure Gene Hunt will guide you out of purgatory. Well, that's police purgatory, isn't it? I thought he was in the prequel. Brian Blessed? No, I don't think so. I don't think he was in the Orbit. I don't think he was. Should have been though. He should have been Lord of the Rings. Definitely. Chewing up the scenery would have been fucking great.
Sometimes it looks different. Sometimes the bird song will change, or
oh Christ, not the
weather
birdie
will be
song.
less bleak.
Christ, if that
Or
starts
that person
playing,
who
fuck
nodded at
me.
you yesterday doesn't-
If that started fucking playing
doesn't do it today.
in my head on a continuous loop, I'd have to
But it
fucking
doesn't
get the rope
usually
out.
change.
Fucking
Nearly tragic
awful
event
song.
will change.
Birdie song. How the fuck did the Birdie song get to number 2 in the charts back in the 80s? Fuck's sake. Ultravox, number 2. And number 1, hey, what's the matter? You ain't got no respect. What do you think you do? Why are you looking so sad? Hey, it's not so bad. Hey, it's a nice place. Hey, shut up in your face. Yeah, he's very neurotic.
I didn't see the driver. It was my fault. I pulled out and the lorry just rammed me. Well, Hannah. She was sat next to me. I was in shock, obviously. And when I came to, she was so close to me.
I think he's got PTSD.
Like she was trying to hug me. But it wasn't right. Not natural. It's a metal pushing through him.
Yeah, he's got PTSD. I think he's got. Yeah. So far we've encountered a hypersexual nympho, a sociopath, possible autism or ADHD, and this guy might have PTSD.
Because I'm stuck between this day and the next. Most of the time, anyway.
So he must be reliving the same. He must be reliving the accident over and over again in his head. I'm assuming it's his girlfriend or wife.
My fiancée.
Yeah.
My childhood sweetheart.
Oh.
We met at secondary school. She was head girl. I was the quiet one.
It's quite when you gotta watch.
Computer games, so I instantly fell for her. I proposed in Goldshire.
Goldshire.
She said she didn't date elves. So I leveled up to a human necromancer and asked again.
Take elves.
Sorry, it's Warcraft.
I
spent a lot of time on there.
I've never played Warcraft. Have you ever played Warcraft, Gunnar? A girl I dated was obsessed with that. She's fucking obsessed with it. She made me she made a dragon version of me once. I thought to myself, yeah, I am a fucking dragon. I'm not sure if I like him, but I don't dislike him. No, I never got it, mate. No, exactly. I mean, I've got Dwarfs on PS4, which is based on the German novels, which I haven't played. I suppose that's very similar to Warcraft. But Dwarfs is a bit more grittier. Bit more grittier than World of Warcraft. So what was I saying? I think this guy is the most relatable, if that makes sense. In a funny sort of way.
I'm Nathan Peel. I'm a supermarket worker from, well, hell.
Oh,
really.
Well, I thought I was going to say I'm a supermarket worker from Aldi's. Fucking hell. Talk about fucking hell.
I was fine for quite a while after the accident. Well, being treated for depression.
Oh, PTSD, mate.
I thought I was cured.
Yeah.
It was only recently after meeting Dr. Dekker that I had a strange deja vu.
Yeah, I knew a guy who...
I'm exhausted. Doctor,
I knew a guy that had PTSD, which unfortunately he got from the Falklands. It was a few years ago when I used to do well, I was doing it before the COVID lockdowns, art therapy, and it was a few years ago. I was doing art therapy, and I remember he started shaking. He started fucking shaking. It was fucking scary because nobody knew what to fucking do. because we thought he was going to collapse on the fucking floor. He was having, visions of the trauma. It was fucking scary, it was. But thankfully, he calmed down, but it was fucking scary. Because I think he sat on the bench outside in the garden for like half an hour, and I asked him if he was alright, and he said yeah. And he said, "Oh, thank you for showing support." And I was like, "No worries." Your dad was in that as well. All I'm gonna say is, I think with any mental health issue, if you yell at somebody to calm down, in fact, it enrages them. It will enrage you. Not necessarily every person, because each person is different, But for a lot of people, shouting at somebody to calm down is just it doesn't help the situation, does it? It enrages you. You just gotta. I think you've gotta have a balance. You don't want to come across as too strong on being concerned, because the person might feel guilty for feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? So there's a way. You got to be subtle. You got to be subtle and you'll get through it.
Dr. Dekker's murder was sudden, brutal. It's terrible. The doctor. 2 weeks. 2 weeks I had of rolling days. No do-overs. No Monday. I wouldn't kill anyone, though. I'd have to keep doing it, wouldn't I? Few things seem to move me forward.
Why am I getting a feeling that Nathan killed Dr. Dekker?
I've been shrunk for that already. If I had that day again, I wouldn't. Because
it's always the quiet ones you gotta watch.
Hannah would still be alive. We'd probably have a family by now.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't had any relationship.
It's like
since then.
It's like if I have an argument with a family member or a friend, I will feel guilty for fucking weeks. I will feel guilty for fucking weeks on end.
Dr. Dekker was a complex man. I spent a lot of time with him, but he won't remember it that way.
No, exactly. It's not their fault. But it's. This is how I look at it. I don't agree with war. At the end of the day, it's not the fucking soldiers' fault that they're going off to fucking war. It's not their fucking fault. It's the fucking politicians. The Falklands was all to do with. It was all to do with Thatcher. She said she could. Thousands died in that fucking war, and she came out smelling like fucking roses because in 1983 she won the election. And I think it wasn't for the Falklands, she wouldn't have won that election because she was so fucking unpopular. So it just swung support for her. Okay, Gunnar, thank you. It's like with Vietnam veterans, I got great empathy for them and all, because they came back and they were fucking tarnished with baby killers and fucking, nobody come to. This is how I look at it. No. no soldier comes out of a war unaffected. It's just some soldiers, you know, they just I can't explain it without fumbling my words. It's just, I don't know. It's just the way it is. You know, it's just unfortunate that a lot of soldiers have got PTSD. It's just... I don't offense to Badger, but sometimes I think sometimes I don't think he understands the full implications. Depends what you mean by that. Depends.
I saw the conflict that Dr. Dekker was going through. Let's just say you might look back on your life and think there's nothing you would have done differently. No 2 days were alike for him in the end. Like he couldn't decide what to do with himself. He was like a kid in a sweet shop. He had so many options, he didn't know what to do. I suppose if you take too long picking, all your options run away.
Because with this is my experience with Badger. And I would say this to him. I would say this to him if he was here or on the phone in private. I would say this to him. Badger puts too much pressure on himself. When it comes to YouTube, he puts too much pressure on himself, and I think sometimes he needs to learn to relax a bit. What I mean is that things he won't fully... I see, no, I haven't had that experience with Badger, to be honest. I haven't had that experience. Because when there's been a problem, 9 times out, I think, well, not even 9 times out of 10, really. Like most of the time I've talked to him, he listens, and I don't get that he don't understand. He just, I just think he gets distracted. He just gets a little bit distracted by certain things. That's the only... I mean, I've known him for 4 years, and when I was having issues... You know, when I was having issues on YouTube, I mean, I'd tell him straight away and he'd be fine. Be fine with me. You know, I've never got that... I've never got that off, like, that vibe of, oh, fuck off. That fuck off vibe off him, ever. Never. Never at all. Never had he come. I've had loads of him, but the thing is, it's like that with most people, Gunnar. Most people don't fully understand where I'm coming from with what I got. You know, and unfortunately, that's you know, that's life. You know, the end of the day. It's like with me, I probably wouldn't be able to fully understand all the things you go through. You know, it's the end of the day, it's your experiences. You know, I can't change, you know, your experiences in life, and you can't change my experiences in life. It's just the way it is. That's how you gotta look at it. Yeah, mate, I would say that to him if he was here. Honest to God, I wouldn't. And I don't, you know me, I don't sugarcoat anything. Not at all. Because I would say that to his face, or on the phone. I said, you know, I've said it loads of times to him. You put too much pressure on yourself. You put too much pressure on yourself, and in a way, I can understand where he's coming from. Because sometimes I put too much pressure on myself. On here and you know, but You can call me an idiot for some, and others you wouldn't give. No, no. No, I'm one of those people that I don't. Sympathy is just. It's sort of like. It's sort of like wrapping you in a ribbon. Sympathy. It's like it's like I don't like compliments. I don't like compliments at all. It's like I react to more fucking negative stuff than positive. I don't know, it's just the way my brain is wired. But yeah, but me and Badger, because we've been let down by so many fucking people on YouTube. We sort of bond over that. It's okay to me, yeah. Yeah. But some people are so resentful that they will. Some people will bring up your mistakes just to spite you. You know, it's like, you know, I've done some fucking bad fucking things. Really bad things. I mean, I haven't raped anyone or fucking killed anyone, but, you know, I've done some bad fucking things. You know, but if you could compare myself now to fucking 10, 15 years ago, different fucking person. Different fucking person. You know, so if people from 15 years ago or 10 years ago would want to judge me now, then whatever. But, you know, it's people go around judging people all the time. It's a reflection on them. You know, it's a reflection on their insecurities. It's a reflection on. It is a reflection on these people on Twitter, all fucking day judging people. They're getting it completely fucking. They're getting it completely fucking wrong. The only person that can fucking judge me is fucking. Well, when it's time for me to bow out. That's the only person that can judge me. Only death or fucking whatever. The Grim Reaper. Only the Grim Reaper can judge me when I fucking go. Yeah, it's a little, a lot of things I did. I mean, a lot of it was just fucking. A lot of it was down to being not diagnosed. You know, I mean, if I got diagnosed earlier, after the shit that I had done, it wouldn't have fucking happened. I'm not trying to make fucking excuses or anything, because a lot of the choices I did make, I was of sound fucking mind. A lot of these decisions, but you know, what can you do? You can't change your fucking past. But you can influence your future. That's how you gotta look at it. I can't go back in a time machine. And
as far as
that's
Dr.
it.
Dekker was concerned, we had Monday, then moved on to Tuesday.
This is a very
I had Monday.
This is a very deep
10,
stream, but
I
think it's appropriate. I think it is appropriate because it's a very cerebral sort of game.
I watched that Bill Murray film, Groundhog Day.
Oh, great film.
To see if there's any clues.
Great fucking film.
To see if there's any clues. That's how bad it's gotten. I'm looking for a cure in a Hollywood movie. Can you help me, Doctor?
No, I can't even help my fucking self. He's alright, Badger. He's alright. He's one of the better ones, trust me. Trust me, of all the years I've been on fucking YouTube, trust me, he is a fucking, he's one of the best. One of the fucking best. And if anyone disagrees with me with that, well, they can fuck themselves. Seriously, anyone says that he's not, I would tell them to go and fuck themselves. Because nobody on YouTube has had to fucking... I mean, he's had to listen to all my fucking bollocks over the years. And never once has he fucking judged me or said, oh, that's fucking bollocks or anything. And vice versa. Like, if he had a problem, I wouldn't say to him, oh, that's a load of bollocks. You know? It's...
I don't know how, but thank you, Doctor. This is our first time around.
I'm glad I could fucking help somebody. I still don't trust that Nathan though. I don't know, there's something... I don't know. It's possible he murdered him. I don't know, just got that feeling.
I can't move backwards any more than a day. I don't really
It'd be too obvious if it was Clay. It'd be too obvious.
I have to try and change something to move forward.
It'd be too obvious, I reckon. I think it's him. Don't know why, just got that feeling.
We played World of Warcraft a lot.
Fucking hell.
I guess it's not the cool thing to do anymore. But we had a lot of memories there. To be honest,
World of Warcraft, no thank you.
Now, the same thing over and over again. Bring me X bunnies to make
like the World of Warcraft.
Badger teeth. Rinse, repeat.
Rather play that, to be honest.
Maybe I'm just grinding life.
Play that instead, World of Wancraft. World of Wancraft, the rude version where you get to wank off your own dragons. I'd play that version.
Most of my days a blur. I'm not sure if it's the sleeping tablets I'm on or just how I've learned to switch off.
Sleeping tablets, oh dear.
I'm on temazepam.
Okay, I've never heard of them. Heard of Valium.
I thought I'd sleep through to a whole new day.
Because my antipsychotic, it's sort of like a fucking sort of like tranquilizers in a way. Because I take them, and 10 minutes later I'm on my fucking knees.
I'm not really fit for work anymore. I work in produce at the local supermarket. That mainly involves lifting heavy crates of fruit and veg into place for people to buy.
Lifting heavy crates of... Yeah, and the fucking aisles are not big enough for them.
My muscles don't seem to have grown much.
You go in Aldi's,
I think that maybe I'm not aging. When the day resets, I just reset with it.
Fucking aisles in Aldi's are so fucking small. It's like, fuck me. It's like, I mean, it's bad. It's fucking murder, it is. I need to be crushed down and turned into an evil dwarf and phantasm to get through the aisles in fucking Aldi's. Fucking hell.
I'm 57. Kidding. Just if you spent the whole day at the gym and then repeat that day and not go.
57.
You'd achieve nothing.
When will I be 57? About 26 years time. I look forward to that. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Yeah, he's played a lot of the what do they call these interactive? What do they call these type of games? I call them interactive games, but yeah, he's done a couple of these. Erica, what was the other one? The what was it called? What were they called? The Tales of... Oh, I forgot the fucking name of it. There was Erica, this one, and he's done loads. So I've asked everyone, haven't I? Oh, I haven't asked Ellen. Oh God, she looks a bit hyperactive.
I'm Elin. I'm 25 and I'm a nurse. God, I sound like I'm on one of those dating shows.
Yes. Surprise, surprise! Oh, see what you got with contestant number 1. Come on, contestant number 1. Oh, go blimey, he's a cracker, isn't he? Yes. Oh, never mind. Oh, you turned down number 2. Oh, number 2, yes. Oh, yeah, he is a number 2, isn't he? Oh, he's shit, isn't he? Oh, I'm glad he didn't pick number 2. Surprise, surprise.
I'm not really looking for love at the moment. I'm sort of married to my work, but in a good way.
I'm married to myself. That's who I'm married to, because looking after me is like looking after fucking a fucking wife and fucking 2 kids. Yeah, I'm married to myself. It's like looking after a wife and 2 kids with fucking ADHD. What type of nurse are you? A naughty night nurse?
Home for the elderly.
Oh, that's nice.
I basically do end of life care.
Oh. You gotta feel sorry for people with dementia. It's fucking horrible. Fucking Barbara Windsor had Alzheimer's, and she went to Boris Johnson to see if he could give more money to Alzheimer's.
The usual.
I love you, Barbara, but that's a bit naive, love.
Making sure the
no
patients
offence.
are comfortable, making sure they're not in any pain.
Love her to fucking bits, like, but it's a bit naive to go to have a cup of tea with Boris Johnson and say, "Oh, Boris, can you do a bit more for Alzheimer's?"
Those of them that aren't out of it on meds.
Oh God, out of it on meds. Oh dear. Yeah, my mum worked in and she was on youth training. She worked in a care home. I can't remember, didn't one try to throttle her or one kept fapping? Something like that.
Death is frightening, isn't it?
He was I don't know, he said all women were after him all the time or something. He was a bit...
No one should
he was a bit confused, bless him. Giving him too much meds.
I don't like it when patients are heavily sedated.
No.
Especially when there are alternatives, like herbal remedies.
Yeah, I've tried herbal remedies.
Imagine if you only had a few days or weeks left to live. Would you want to spend it asleep?
No. Well, at the moment, yes. Because the world's gone mad. Yes, I'd like to sleep for it because the world's gone mad.
I'd want to see every sunrise and every sunset.
Oh, that's nice.
I'd want to feel
optimistic.
Every breath. Everything gets more vivid near death.
She's quite optimistic, I'll give her that. See what her problem is then?
I'm a qualified herbalist.
Oh, okay.
It's okay, you can laugh.
No, it's not funny.
Most people think herbalism is a joke.
No, I don't think it's a joke.
But I'd much rather help my patients sleep at night with valerian or passion flower than lorazepam, temazepam.
Yeah, the trouble with prescribed prescription, it's a very lucrative business. You go to the doctors, you go to your GP, you go, "Oh, I'm not feeling well. I haven't felt well for the last 2 weeks. Oh, I can't get out of bed, or I'm not cleaning my teeth, or I'll tell you what, we'll put you on antidepressants straight away. Straight fucking away, you'll do that. Instead of actually, analysing the problem. You see, well, going like, oh, I tell you what, why don't you have therapy? Why don't you see one of our therapists? Do you know what I mean? Everything's fucking prescription fucking drugs. I mean, the only reason I take prescription fucking drugs is if I didn't take my fucking antipsychotics, fuck me. Being in and out the mental hospital all the time.
I started seeing Dr. Dekker a few months ago. I thought it would be nice to have someone I could talk to about work. It can get a bit stressful sometimes. It can be sad sometimes. I don't like losing a patient.
I don't think I'd like Asamo.
But that's the job. I don't get
watching him die, it wouldn't be very nice at all. Somebody's got to do it, haven't they?
It's not the job that stresses me. It's the people I work with. The other
underpaid,
nurses.
I know.
They're mean to me.
They're mean to you? Okay.
They call me the Angel of Death. Because so many patients have died on my shift.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they mean it. Obviously, it's not my fault. It just seems to happen that way.
So she's got Okay. She appears confident, but she's got low self-esteem.
They call me the Angel of Death because so many patients have died on my shift.
Oh, I just did that. Right.
3 last month. 3 the month before that, I think. But only 1 so far this month, so that's good. Although one of my patients, Hilda, I don't think she's got long. She's one of the crotchety ones.
Oh, like me then.
Always swearing and spitting at me.
That's me then.
Never got anything nice to say. Thinks we're going to smother
So
her in her
basically,
sleep or something. She doesn't love
she's
me
a
very
combination of Don Logan and Spit the dog. Right, okay. Don Spitty. Talk to me. Go. I'm here for you. I'm a good listener.
Terry's one of the other nurses at the home. I don't think she likes me very much.
Yeah, she definitely got low self-esteem.
I've known a lot of doctors over the years. Most of them arrogant idiots
Ooh.
who think nurses are just there to do their bidding, or worse. Dr. Dekker was different.
Okay.
He had a lot of time for me. He was interested in my problems.
He might have been interested in your problems, but that doesn't mean you didn't have the potential to kill him, though.
He was a bit offbeat, but yeah, I liked him. But then I like most people.
Oh, I don't know. It could be any one of them that murdered him. It could be anyone.
I'd been seeing him for about 9 months, I think.
Ah, he got you pregnant, did he? Ooh.
I think it's terrible what happened to him.
Got you up the duff.
So awful. No one deserves to die like that.
How did he die? This is what I want to know. Oh, I've asked everyone, haven't I? I've asked her. Well, let's go through the list. Let's go through the fucking loony list. Elaine, yeah, right. Claire. Yeah. Bruce. Nathan. So what do I do now then? What do I need to do? Next day, is it? Did I ask that? Why your parents frightened? I asked that.
Death is frightening, isn't it? Isn't it what everyone's afraid of?
Not really.
No one should have to face that alone.
To be honest, I'm expecting it to die alone. I know it sounds quite sad, but I just find relationships and women fucking stressful. You know? You know, if you're going to work on someone, work on yourself. That's my motto. I'm assuming you go to the next day and move to the next day.
Oh, Doctor, glad I caught you.
Oh, hello.
I thought you might want to hear what Ben had to say.
Oh, Ben, hello. Yes, of course. Bring him in. Hello. Jaya. Oh, hello. Tell me about Ben.
I'm not sure Ben will be coming in for a while. He's still pretty shook up about finding the body. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often in the line of work he's in. Anyway, he said he found the body at exactly 20 minutes past 10.
20 minutes past 10.
For some reason, the first thing he did was look at his watch.
Was that in the morning after?
That's all he
Was that at night or was it in the morning? I'm assuming it's the morning.
Talkative either.
Oh, but the the police are not the best, are they? Let's be honest. Don't get me started on the police.
Ben found Dr. Dekker's body on Valentine's night in his office. In your office.
I wonder if that's a reference to Dress to Kill. With Michael Caine. Because didn't somebody die on that on Valentine's Day, or am I getting it fucking mixed up with something else? I don't know.
Yes, you know, the 14th of February.
Yes, we know, yes.
The Day of Love. Or remembering a massacre.
Yeah, I like to remember the massacre more. Yeah. Al Capone. Al Capone's guns don't argue. Al Capone.
I wouldn't say we were best friends, but we did spend a lot of time together.
Yeah, I bet you spent the night together, didn't you?
Here. I'm sure
I bet you did.
I
bet you did.
Too, Doctor. Just try not to get murdered.
I bet he was a horny fucker.
The police wanted to know what I was doing Valentine's night, you know, when the body was found. I was at home, all on my lonesome.
I don't believe you.
So I guess that makes me a suspect.
No, I don't believe you. Jaya, I don't believe you.
I think the police want you to make a short list of suspects.
Right.
Or maybe even find the killer. You're seeing all the patients that were on the books when he was killed.
List.
There was no forced entry, so they think it
You're
might
going on
be
the
someone
list.
New,
Your name also going on the list.
Office. Yeah, like little old me.
Whistle while you work. Hitler's balmy, so's his army. Whistle while you work. Doctor? Your name will also go on the list. What is your name? Don't tell him Pike. Oh, Pike. Right, just go on the list. Right, you just made the list. Right, Jaya, SynthJohn, Badger Show, Gunner Bloodhowl. What are the suspects? Winnie the Pooh. Ben the Howling Hatcher.
Oh, well, I wasn't expecting that.
Yes, you are a
I
suspect.
suppose everyone's a suspect at the moment, even you.
No, I'm not. I'm
they
beautiful.
Did mention
I never kill anyone ever.
Counselling, though, and I said,
I don't know what that dead body was doing in my house that night. I have no idea. I didn't put the axe in my hands. It wasn't me. I was fast asleep. I was fast asleep, and somebody put an axe in my hands.
Sorry, didn't you know? Ben's one of the night shift cleaners.
Oh, I bet he is.
I'm sure he's got some tales he could tell.
Yeah, well, if he's been to Leeds Infirmary, he'll have a few tales to tell.
I don't know exactly, but a stabbing of some kind. We'll be getting the autopsy through at some point. I'll let you know when.
Could be any one of them, mind.
I didn't see it myself, so I don't know. But I heard it was a bit of a mess with all the
blood. A bit of a mess?
And everything.
God, that's so British, isn't it?
Who clean up.
It's so British, isn't it? There was a murder. Hello. Excuse me. There was a murder. And the murder, that's a bit of a mess. Only that's so fucking British. That is so fucking British, isn't it? Sorry, I was having my tea crumpets, and I heard about the murder on the news. Oh, they left an awful mess. That's so fucking British.
All I know is the police took his chair. Forensics, I suppose.
Oh dear. Yeah, a very distrustful person.
He was stabbed, so that's quite a personal thing to do. Now, I wouldn't
Not
be
necessarily.
surprised if it was one of the patients who had a problem with the treatment they were getting.
Oh, it could be any one of them, though. Hang on. Who didn't like Dr. Dekker? I can't remember. But, I'm
just surmising.
Well, it's definitely one of them.
If you're unhappy enough to kill your therapist, they're probably not doing a very good job.
That's true. Oh, I'm going to put you on the top of my list. Integrated, yeah.
I wasn't really in his social circle, so I don't know if he had any friends. In terms of enemies, I heard things get heated in his office sometimes, but I won't name any names.
Well, that's a lot of good, isn't it? You silly cow.
Susan, Annabelle,
Melissa.
There are some names, but they're not names of anyone I know.
No, I didn't interview any of them. Dr. Dekker was killed Valentine's. I should ask the patient. I'm trying to... interrogated. You said integrated. Dr. Dekker was killed on Valentine's Day. I shall ask the patients where they were that day. Yeah, I don't think it's clear. It could be obvious it's clear because she's a bit of a sociopath, but it's always the quiet ones you gotta watch. I'm thinking it's the guy with that his fiancée was in the car crash. I'm probably wrong, but it just seems like the only logical choice.
I'm having a loop day.
Let's ask him.
It's a do-over day. You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again?
Gunner. That's my assistant. Gunner, the South Coast Viking. How exciting! Oh, You met Hannah playing Warcraft? Oh, God.
No, we played that game together, but we didn't meet in it.
Oh dear, I'm getting all the facts wrong. Yeah, sugar. Yeah, you met in school, didn't you?
Yeah, we met at secondary.
Wait, concentrate.
Wouldn't it be funny if my day loops if you fail to get a question right?
Oh, don't say that. It'll be here all fucking weird till Christmas.
I suppose it's funny for you. You won't remember. Anyway, I think I'll probably head home. This isn't helping.
Oh, okay. That didn't go well. That didn't go well.
Having a loop day.
That didn't go well at all. Oh dear.
It's a do-over day. You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again? I suppose you did remember that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah?
Yeah, it was school, wasn't it?
Yeah, at secondary school. It's been fun, but I've got a pill.
Right, you've got a pill. Why have you got a pill?
Dr. Dekker gave me this pill. He told me if I took it, I'd never have another loop day.
No, this is like getting into some Matrix shit, yeah, now.
It's got a small skull and crossbones on it.
Oh, it'll turn you into a Viking then.
Should I take the tablet, Doctor?
Yeah, it'll turn you into a Viking. Oh, I'm taking the Viking pill. To Valhalla we go. Into the land of the ice and snow, where your cock becomes a block of ice. So you better think twice. I don't think I want you to take the tablet. No, don't take the tablet.
You're cool. I don't think this is getting us anywhere, though.
No.
I'll see you
Could
tomorrow.
be a cyanide pill.
Again.
Oh, I fucked that up, Ben. Oh dear, you wanted me to take the pill. What did you... Fuck's sake.
I'm having a loop day.
I'm trying to be a good doctor here and tell you not to take the pills.
It's a do-over day.
I'm not one of those doctors like, oh, I'll subscribe you 1,000 milligrams of quetiapine and 20 million milligrams of Valium and 466 milligrams of metazapine.
Well done. Can you remember where I met Hannah?
Yeah, you met her in... You met her on Twitch. Oh, sorry, you met her in school. Well done, you.
Great.
Back in the day where you...
Is there anything you can say that's going to break this loop for me?
We're in a Matrix. And Agent Smith is after you.
I never mentioned a pill this time. Or a tablet. What the hell is going on here? Are you reliving my days?
Oh dear.
Something somewhere has changed since you arrived. Like some kind of sim theory.
Sim theory? It's all about
It's
Sims.
a thing.
I could speak sim language. Let's go on. Hello.
And there are millions of these sims. And someone somewhere behind a keyboard is just causing havoc. I'm starting to think you have that keyboard, Doctor. Wait, don't answer that. I don't wanna know.
I'm getting very confused. I'm very confused with this now. I'm very confused.
Midnight each day.
On Valentine's night.
This is very confusing. It's like I've gone into the time loop. It's weird.
Deja vu.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Are you sitting in exactly the same place I left you last night? Oh, that's where it all starts, Doctor. Anyway,
it's the fucking Twilight Zone.
Today, looking at the diary,
what a fucking Twilight Zone. What the fuck?
You must be getting sick of them already.
Yeah, I am.
I've got this for you.
I'm getting sick of you and all.
It's some more footage from Professor Alderby. That was hiding away.
Right, who's going to be on that footage, I wonder?
Come find me if you need anything.
Yeah, can you get me some... What's all about square? What's all about?
Nothing, of course. The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker? Him, God, the great old one, the elder god, Cthulhu.
Cthulhu?
However you address it.
Where have I heard that name before?
Listen to me! You're not listening!
Where have I heard that name
it's your
before?
only bloody job!
I've heard that somewhere before.
Let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood. God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic becomes more ordered. Without chaos, he has less power. When there's too much order, he becomes impotent.
Oh, does he?
So he needs to instill chaos again. And do you know how he does that?
Well, it's not my fault he can't get his dick up.
And yes, but you're being too granular. He needs chaos so he can return, and the only thing stopping him is
What's that?
Not
Important.
just you.
I don't know, I'm
and
getting
people
confused.
like you. Psychiatrists, doctors, nurses. Anyone who is caring for people who are losing their sanity. You have no comprehension how important your job is, do you? He doesn't need your version of insanity to spread. He needs chaos. It's not the same. It's just a means to an end. They're not all cultists, unfortunately. Once you see the truth, it's hard not to spread chaos yourself, to cause further insanity and have your own. I doubt it. But can I make you question your reality? Definitely. But in doing so, I would be promoting more chaos.
Yeah,
On the
would.
basis, the central component of our universe is chaos. Science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time. As, by definition, chaos is unpredictable from one moment to the next. Which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world. No matter how much chaos that would cause. In 10 seconds' time, there will be no gravity in this room, and we will float.
Okay.
3.
Right, here we go. Let's
2,
smoke some fucking pot. Right.
You think nothing happened? Where's your glass, Doctor?
I'm sitting in it. Okay, that was fucking weird.
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I just wanted the day to move forward. I instantly regretted it. And lo and behold,
I don't think
here
that's
we
going to
are,
help you
new
somehow.
day. Hannah's clothes are a pile of ashes.
No, I don't think that's going to help you somehow.
I've kept almost all of her stuff as she left it. Just the clothes. I decided to burn those yesterday, so here I am. Hannah loved clothes. Every season, she'd donate her entire wardrobe to some charity or another, and only buy stuff she loved. I was left with winter. I don't even know what her favourite season was. Does it matter? What's your favourite season, Doctor?
Spring. That's my favourite season. Favourite season because you get to see the progression of the nights getting lighter, and I like the colours of, I like the colours of the leaves and shit, Yeah, I like spring. Spring's my favourite.
If you like spring, you're supposed to be optimistic and creative.
I would...
That explains why we're still having these sessions.
I wouldn't say I was optimistic, but people do say I'm creative, so...
Dr. Dekker felt that Hannah was holding me back. The memories of Hannah.
Why would he think
I was
that?
holding on to the past. So I guess he cursed me. That's even a thing.
See, I don't think having memories of you... I don't see that. I wouldn't agree with that. I would say, if you've got nice memories of your fiance or ex-fiance or whatever, I don't think that's you're holding on to the past. Well, in a way you are, but you're holding on to a past in a good way. Like, if you're holding on to really bad memories, then it's like you're only hurting yourself. So, yeah, okay.
Yes, Dr. Dekker cursed me.
What do you say?
I don't really want to talk about it, but let's just say
he cursed you.
I blame him for the way I am.
What, he put a Haitian fucking voodoo spell on you, did he? And you started dancing like fucking Bernie at a weekend in Bernie's. Oh, have you seen Bernie doing the conga on the conga line? Is it fucking weekend at fucking Bernie's?
I've been trying to think how I can get past today. I've come up with a couple of choices.
Well, I don't think taking a pill's going to help
photographs.
you. No, don't.
I've got them in Dropbox anyway. Setting fire to the clothes did the trick.
It's a bit drastic, isn't it?
Rocking chair. She sounds like an old lady, but she loved that rocking chair, which I've not sat in.
Are you sure you haven't stuffed her and put her in the basement in a rocking chair?
First?
It's very drastic, isn't it? Burning things.
I'll let you know how it goes.
It's very drastic.
I was at Henley Church on Valentine's Day, visiting Hannah's grave.
You was at Henley Church?
It's the anniversary of her death. Her parents wanted a huge funeral.
Who else was at Henley Church?
Would never have come for it. It does give me somewhere to visit.
That other geezer was at Henley Church, the grave digger. What was his name? Oh God! Oh, I forgot his bloody name.
I left Henley Church about 11 o'clock.
Oh, I forgot his name.
I was talking to an archaeologist who said it then covered some fossils resembling a strange cephalopod-like creature. Strange place to find an octopus, really. What? Do you think I've got something to do with Dr. Dekker's murder?
I like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade, but, you know. We'll have to make do with a shitty terrace house in Liswery, I'm afraid. What was the epiphany?
We walk alone without our angel. I'm not religious, but when I wrote Hannah's epitaph, I knew her parents would want some acknowledgement of the great bearded one.
Oh.
But she was an angel to me.
I'm the bearded one. I would say I was great, but thank you for the compliment.
I've been alone since Hannah. I can't imagine anyone ever replacing her. Not that I've looked. Do you think I should look for someone else?
It's very, 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 very disturbing behaviour burning stuff, isn't it? Burning photos. So I'm going to have to say no.
Thanks, Doctor. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I still don't think I'm ready to move forward in that respect.
Yeah, I thought so.
It was a missed call. It was Valentine's Day, so I wasn't in the mood for conversation. She's dead. Thanks for bringing that up. I like winter. Being snowed in with Hannah.
No, I can't
Just
stand
the two of
winter.
us. It's
I
paradise.
can't stand it.
She was interested. Maybe I misread. Maybe she was just being kind. I suppose most women wouldn't enjoy me talking about my dead ex for hours.
No, probably not.
It's a sea creature, like an octopus.
Okay.
I suppose they find dinosaur bones everywhere.
Oh, don't tell that.
Just because we're on
Don't say
land
that to
now
Jehovah's
doesn't mean
Witnesses.
millions of years ago this place wasn't at the bottom.
Dinosaur fucking bones. Jesus Christ. She's the guy who's the grave digger. Lacey? Who's Lacey? Don't know her. Did I interview her? Don't remember her. Don't remember interviewing her. I'm trying to think the guy with the grave digger. No, we just interviewed him.
There's something I want to tell you about. Something else that's wrong with me.
Right, go on.
I think I've been getting
You're a
bit
bedwetter.
out of control in my hour.
Right, what have you been doing? God, he looks fucking...
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while
He's the
to
grave
work
digger,
out
isn't he?
that
Right.
everyone was frozen
Right.
and only I could
I'm
move
going to have to interrogate you now, sir.
because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen? Go to a fairground?
No. What would I do? I don't know what I'd do. I'd steal things.
Yes, I would steal.
Well, I
too.
wouldn't really, but
And I have stolen.
depends.
I ran out
Depends
of
what they
milk,
had.
so I thought I'd go to the local all-night shop and get some more. I was absolutely intending to pay, but when I got there, everyone was frozen. I thought about leaving money on the counter,
I steal a
but that seemed
gangbanger's low
weird.
rider.
The
That's
cashier
what I would
would wait
steal.
and suddenly this money would have appeared from nowhere.
Take
But I've
marching
stolen
pill. Yeah, I know you would.
Sometimes I see a girl standing behind you.
What?
I don't know who it is.
No.
I don't know what you're asking me either.
Right, this guy is very, 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 very suspect.
Possibly a relative of yours.
A relative of mine.
Possibly a patient that died here. I'm not sure. She doesn't normally say anything.
He's got a bit more... I don't think he's got autism. He may have schizophrenia. Thinking about it.
I dug the grave for Dr. Dekker. I helped carry his coffin to the burial site. Do you know what?
Sign of guilt?
It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it. Why do you think that is?
Dear me.
No, the coffin wasn't empty. There was something in it. A decoy, I'd imagine.
Okay, Gunner. Yeah, why would there be a decoy?
I'm guessing he was buried somewhere else. Or
But
cremated.
why?
Somebody somewhere didn't want his body going in the ground. Do you want to be cremated or buried, Doctor?
God, this fucking guy, man. Fucking hell, I thought I had fucking problems. Fucking hell, this game makes me feel fucking normal. To Do I prefer to be... I don't, to be honest, I don't give a shit. I won't be here. Or whatever's fucking cheaper. I don't know. Cremated.
That's a good choice, Doctor. Less work for me. I spent most of Valentine's Day at the art gallery. Well, the evening part, anyway. They had a display with the theme Love Conquers All.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get most of the paintings, but they were well done.
You didn't get most of the paintings? In what... Yeah, but paintings don't have to mean anything, really. Because art is subjective. So I don't know where he's going with that. His thinking is very, 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 very disorganised. So it makes me think he's got schizophrenia. Because a symptom of schizophrenia is disordered thinking, so... Don't guess anything else on you.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. There's a young mother, divorced, who lives opposite me. Jessica. She's friendly and says hello to me, smiles. I've always wondered what she looks like.
I think you pulled then.
Naked.
Excuse
so
me?
1 hour, I broke into her house.
What?
She was standing in her bedroom. I took it as a sign. I took off her clothes.
Naughty, you filthy old suka.
I took photos of Jessica when she was naked.
What?
When I'd stripped her. When she was naked and frozen. I didn't want to have to do it again, to strip her again. So I took pictures to remind myself what she looked like.
This fucking guy, man.
That's wrong, isn't it, Doctor?
That's not very nice. No, it's not.
I know. It's that bloody Dr. Dekker. He made me this way. It's all his fault. Like I said, I originally presented with depression, and everything was going well.
I think you got a bit more than just clinical depression,
then
mate.
Dr. Dekker changed.
In fact, I should give you a list of prescriptions longer than Hulk Hogan's arms. That's what I should do, but I'm not going to do that.
He was easily distracted during sessions, like he wasn't listening. I'm pretty sure he wasn't listening half the time. I don't think he wanted to know about his patients anymore. But when he did give you advice...
Well, when he did give... Hang on, that doesn't sound good.
He told me to use my imagination, to make something up.
Right.
To think something crazy, and it would become real. He told me to think of a way to get more time. So I did. But he pushed me. He made me think it. I did think, what good could I do, other than catch up with work? I did see a woman who was having her purse snatched, so I gave her purse back, and the crook... I placed him on a bus a few blocks away. I have no idea where it was going. She'd never really be able to thank me, so I took another picture. That was just an example, Doctor. I'm sure you can come up with more exciting things to do than that.
Like I said, I'd steal a lowrider. I'd steal a lowrider from a gangbanger. That's what I would do.
Yes, I suppose I've destroyed a few things whilst in the hour. You can be the perfect supervillain. Nobody knows it was you.
God, this geezer's got a bit of delusions of grandeur. It's got to be said.
That wretched dig goes on 24/7.
You might have schizoaffective disorder.
Ask me.
Perhaps.
Your patient, Nathan, caused quite a stir.
Oh, go on.
He interrupted one of the female students all night, apparently. Made her miscategorize some findings, going on about his dead girlfriend.
Oh.
It's amazing what you hear at the coffee machine. Well, I suppose that's a bonus. We're allowed to use their coffee machine while they're there. Because you have to hope, don't you, Doctor?
Well, I suppose.
It's only the power of hindsight that made me realize how toxic it all was. And after a point, you go too far to be able to come back anyway.
Movie length. Oh, I got an achievement. Lacey.
I'm Lacey Hendricks. So you don't know about me then?
Yeah, you knew. I don't remember interviewing you last time.
Where to start?
Oh god, here we go.
My next door neighbour in Jobson Hill, where I live, she was murdered.
Oh god.
80, and they diversion burgled her. But she was wise to it and started calling the police. They slit her throat with a bread knife. So I started a neighbourhood watch.
Oh, you're not creepy at all, are you? With a bread knife. And then I started a neighbourhood watch.
It was me and Agnes. Everyone else thought we were overreacting. If they want their throats cut, that's up to them, living in their bubbles. But Agnes... Poor Agnes... She went missing, and still is. And that's what people think. But it's not the truth. It killed them.
It killed them.
It looks normal enough. A smartly dressed, door-to-door saleswoman. I know because I heard my other neighbours shout at her. No Jehovah's! They think anyone knocking is a Jehovah.
God.
But she said she was selling double glazing.
Oh dear. No watchtowers for you. Woman with a double glazing. Oh,
didn't answer the
hell.
door. That's not too nowadays.
Fuck me, I wouldn't answer the door to my
watched her
fucking
Agnes.
self. Let alone anyone else.
Poor Agnes. She let her right into her house. I could only see the silhouette. It turned from a person into a, well, it looked like, I guess you'd call it a Medusa.
A Medusa?
Snakes for a face. And Agnes just fell to the floor.
And she turned to stone.
A few minutes later, the woman left, smiling like the cat that got the cream. That was the end of Agnes.
Yeah, Medusa, pretty ugly fucking mythical creature. You wouldn't exactly get a boner looking at her, would you? And even if you did get a boner, your bone would turn to fucking stone.
I saw it with my own eyes. What more proof do I need?
Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. Look around the eyes.
You didn't believe me either.
Look at the eyes. Look around the eyes. Look into my eyes.
I didn't have much luck with him, like I said. He didn't believe me. He thought I was having a hallucination.
Yes, very possible.
Caused by the stress of my neighbour being so brutally
It's
murdered.
very, very, very possible.
Where is Agnes, though? I haven't found her, have they? Have they? They haven't found her because that thing ate her. Or made her disappear or something. Her useless husband managed to survive unscathed, though. Don't know much about him, other than the fact that he looks at me like I'm 6 foot under every time we meet. He doesn't seem too bothered she's gone missing either. He did at first, when the police were crawling around. But now they've gone, that stopped. If I hadn't seen that thing eat her, I'd... No. He's a
Weasley little man who spends far too much time in his garden. It's probably like
Well,
the
that's your
National
fault for
Trust
marrying a
back
gnome,
then.
innit?
The constant digging and building, pruning and sawing. What a thing to say! Why would you say that? I kept watching the front door after that saleswoman had left and nothing. She didn't leave, and you can't get out the back since the council sold the garage block. Ron's a gardener, not a killer. Unless
what?
Agnes said Ron was laying the foundations for a new greenhouse. You don't think...
I don't know. What should I think?
I need to call the police. I need to call them now. But they won't listen to me. I tried to tell them about the monster, but they didn't believe me. They won't believe me about this, I promise you. Please, could you call them, Doctor?
No. Or should I Oh, go on then.
Thank you, Doctor. Now give me a pen and
I'm
I'll
going to
write down the
regret it,
details
but
for you.
go on.
Don't you want to know why Dr. Dekker called me the leech lady?
Because you suck leeches off men's bottoms? I don't fucking know.
He said that I leech thoughts from people.
Oh, do you?
Suck 'em right out of their heads.
I've never heard it called that
And
before,
I can
but
put
go
thoughts
on.
in there too.
Oh, go on then.
I'm not that clever though, am I, Doctor? I mean, it's not as if I was having an affair with Ron and Agnes was in the way and needed to disappear. So I made this story up. I mean, what do you think I do for a living anyway?
That's gonna. You sell double glazing.
Doctor, you're so good. We're going to get on just fine.
Hopefully not too fine.
I was at Henley Church. They had a service that ran right up till midnight.
That's 2 people at Henley Church now.
For us less fortunates without a love in their life. Well, now. Do you have someone, Doctor? Do you have a love in your life?
Nope.
Garden club. You should come with me one night. It's a lovely way to meet new people.
I don't think I'll bother, thank you. Oh, okay. Jasmine. Bruce. Claire.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today.
Oh, okay.
I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway, but it's also where they died. They died of carbon monoxide poisoning.
What?
I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too.
God, she says it so fucking... in such a fucking creepy, unsympathetic way.
I stood for a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most.
What, moist?
There was a girl there. By the lake. Only about 9 or 10. She was fishing, if you can call it that, with one of those nets on a stick.
Yes. Back, okay, Gunnar. Welcome back.
I don't know why I talked to her. She looked sad. I don't usually talk to children. But she seemed different. Special. I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I, Doctor?
Well. Ew, am I going to answer that question? Because me personally, I don't talk to... I would never talk to a fucking kid. Ever. So... no.
I know. I shouldn't have talked to her. It was dangerous.
I've had strange kids come up and talk to me, and I looked at them and said, sorry, I don't talk to strangers. Some bugger off.
David had been hunting again, and, well, she's seen some of the skins he hung around the lake house.
Yeah, she was watering the poison ivies.
Animal skins. David hunts and then skins. It's horrible, really. He's not really good at either job, so the skins still have great lumps of bloody carcass hanging off them. I'm sure he'll get better with practice. David wasn't there. Or at least I didn't see him. I didn't go inside. I forgot my key, and the spare was missing. The day Dr. Dekker was killed, I had a session with him in the morning at my usual time, 11 o'clock. That was the last time I saw him. Dr. Dekker made me an offer that I couldn't refuse.
Oh, was he? Was he fucking Don Corleone, was he? I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse.
Love? Yes. I suppose I always will. I don't know. I suppose she just reminded me of me.
Reminded you of you?
I spent a lot of time alone as a child. She said she was trying to catch some strange creatures that she's seen in the water.
What, the Loch Ness Monster?
I don't know. Minnows, probably. Everything's strange when you're a child.
Orphish Newport fucking waters is full of strange fucking creatures.
It was 12 years ago. I was still very young. Too young to be an orphan anyway. I had to toughen up quickly. Met isn't the right word. David has always been there, in the shadows, on the periphery. I move in very exclusive circles. You tend to see the same faces. I don't move in any circles anymore. Those people were my parents' friends, not mine. Valentine's Day night, I was at the lake house, watching David, like I always do. He has trouble with his mental faculties and is getting worse. Yes. I watch him and make sure nothing bad happens.
Okay, so you've clear. Fucking hell, she was a weird fucking... Well, you missed her. She was a weird fucking one. She was fucking hell. She was a fucking weird one. Yeah, she sucks leeches off men's bottoms. Deary me. Oh, here we go.
We went out for drinks. Didn't you know? He said it was a breach of something or the other, but...
Yeah, I bet it was.
I can be pretty persuasive when I want to be.
Yeah, I bet you can. Be very quiet and very naughty.
It was Valentine's Day. I drink on special occasions.
Oh, I'm sure you drink on International Women's Day, you know.
I don't drink.
Oh, you
only just... sometimes.
Nah,
like
don't believe
a
you.
social drinker. Like a social smoker. They don't smoke either.
You're a regular pisshead. You don't just get fucking brands and list on fucking Valentine's Day and International Women's Day. Talking out of your backside, young lady.
I know. It's pretty hard to believe, isn't it? I feel pretty ugly. But I think I have a nice smile.
encourage the woman.
We went out for Valentine's Day. Neither of us had dates, so I just suggested we go out together. You know, rather than just sit in with nothing to do. He'd been acting a bit strange anyway, and I thought he could do with a break. I was with Dr. Dekker until about 9 o'clock. I remember getting an Uber. It was expensive, and the driver was annoying. I saw one of your patients, actually, the nurse, when we drove by the pier.
Should have got Deliveroo instead.
She was with someone. I don't think she saw me. Lots of people find me attractive, but I've seen something truly beautiful. It makes me feel dull by comparison. I have a recurring dream where I find something beautiful in the sea.
Okay, that's nice.
But I don't know you that well yet, Doctor.
Oh.
Let's wait a while before I tell you my most intimate secrets.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut in,
Infinite
Doctor.
fetishes.
I just had a phone call from a solicitor.
Oh, hello.
Ben's trying to sue us for nervous shock.
What?
Should I go and see him to talk it out, or should I find a solicitor
Sued for
to
nervous
represent
shock?
us? Sorry to be pushy, I just think we should act quickly
Oh,
before it's
fuck
too
off.
late.
Leave me alone.
Okay, well, just let me know.
Kindly, fuck off. Right, what's... Ah, look at all this. All these notes. Is Bruce looking at something behind me? It's all my notes there, look.
Wouldn't you like to know? Is our session up now? I haven't been back to the beach since our last session, and no blackouts, new doctor, and new hope. You're much better behaved than Dr. Dekker.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. You must have been a right fucking sexual animal then.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients. That's not good behavior, is it?
No, it's not.
I think her name was Scarlett? One of his patients.
Scarlett.
An older woman. I guess that's how he liked them.
Well, I'd rather date an old woman with fucking hair on a pitch.
I haven't been back to the beach since our last session. Kind of missed it. You do something a lot, you're gonna miss it. I suspect I'll go back there soon, but it's helped with the blackouts. People are quick to put labels on everything. I suppose Dr. Dekker was more than just a therapist to me. We had a lot of things in common, but we weren't seeing each other. I'm not seeing anyone at the moment. Are you offering, Doctor? Well, you have my number, Doctor, and my address. I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together.
God.
If you want to. Yeah, the Uber driver also fished down by the sea. He said he'd seen me lots of times after I washed up. And he told me that I had a great body.
God.
Just wanted to get home. I have no idea. I just went home. I guess he probably came back here if that's where they found him. I don't know anything else about the driver. I've forgotten him already. I've danced around in my living room, but no clubs since last time. I like dancing around in my underwear. Sometimes less.
God. Yeah, I think you'd have a great career on Twitch, my dear.
I'm Jasmine. I don't come in that often. What happened to Dr. Dekker?
He got an axe through the head.
Oh. When? How? Sorry, you probably don't know, do you? Ouch. I didn't really know it that well.
Ouch!
I'm trying to remember what I was doing on Valentine's Day now.
Watching fucking mean girls by the fucking looks of you.
We had a display in the gallery based on Love Conquers All, so I had to work. Mainly it was a collection of giant hearts sat on things, but I ran into another patient, Bryce. I'd never really spoken with him before, but he's quite an art critic. I couldn't get rid of him until I finished work at 11.
Bryce, I'll be seeing Bruce.
Takes over on the night shift. I'm not sure if he kept talking to Bryce though. Providence is open 24 hours. When you see a painting, it stands still. When I see one, it's moving. Like a mini film. Like little vines. But when there's a person in the painting. There's not much to tell. I knew he was a patient here. I'd seen him in the waiting room a couple of
Bruce,
times.
he'd be wanking in the dark, not dancing in the dark.
And talking and talking and looking down here instead of up here.
Born in the USA! Oh, dancing in the dark! Calm down, Bruce. Don't fucking strain yourself, Bruce.
They watch me. Normally disapprovingly. Because they don't think I know how to appreciate art. Because I'm too young. Yes, of course. Otherwise I wouldn't be working in an art gallery. I love art. I love paintings.
You wouldn't like any of my paintings.
Like I said, they move for me. When I want them to, normally. When I want to really get inside what's going on. But some paintings, I can't stop.
God, all this talk of paintings makes me want to watch Deep fucking Red now.
I've been working on portraits, at home, outside work. But my paintings aren't so good. Nowhere near Providence standard. I painted a man, Dorian. You know, after Dorian Gray.
Yes, I know.
I wanted to try and capture someone aging, so I divided the face into thirds and painted a boy, his father, and his grandfather in each third. It was hideous. And it started talking to me.
It started talking to you?
That I'm ugly.
Fucking hell, Gunner's turned into fucking St. James in the chat. Cool.
Is that true, Doctor?
Bottoms up? Is that what it is? You could have fooled me. Right, what was the question? I don't know. I'm just going to say no.
I hear it so many times in that wretched painting. It's in my head.
Cool. That's quite enough of that. Oh, you said this film's all about camping. It is. Those are tents, aren't you? Not what's all you're looking at. Well, if you've got to look at camping, you've got to look at the old equipment they got. Yes, especially hers. Shh.
He was shy. and then less so. When I told him about my problem...
See, I find blondes overrated. I really do. I don't know why, I just find them overrated. To be honest, maybe it's just me. Set fire to what? My fucking set fire to my trousers.
I tried to set fire to Providence. At that time, I thought the only way to fix my problem was to set fire to the entire art gallery.
Set fire to the entire art gallery?
Didn't make it. Luckily, my boss didn't press charges.
What the fuck?
Did arrest me, though.
Fucking hell, that is some deep red fucking shit.
My boss, Petra, she's just lovely like that.
Setting fire to paintings?
Providence has gone through some tough
Did I
times,
get...
and
No,
I've only
what
been
text?
there a year. She invested her
What
life
text was
savings
that?
and it's still not making any money. Such a sweet lady. You'd do anything for her. Dr. Dekker told me to burn it. It was nothing to do with Petra.
Why the fuck would Yes. But I don't tend to answer messages on that Facebook account. I only use that account for sharing Facebook videos.
No. Why are you saying
So
that?
I didn't respond.
I don't even know if Petra has insurance. I already ripped up the painting. It screamed as I cut it.
She probably got insurance
Now,
on her
whenever I
fucking
close my
knickers.
I can see it, hear it. I need the tablets, Doctor. I need them. The temazepam? The sleeping tablets. The ones
I
you gave
think
me
you need a
last
bit more than that, dear.
Dr. Dekker gave them to me. They helped. I know it's in my
Setting
head.
fire
I know
to
painting's
art guys is
difficult.
unacceptable.
What's wrong with me, Doctor? Why do I do this? Thank you, Doctor. I'll think about that. And the prescription, please?
When is it? The 12th of August? Maybe. It's a bit far to go and see a film, isn't it? Bryce.
So, should I get a solicitor, or shall we try and talk it out with him?
I think the best thing you should do is to of course try and talk it out.
Good choice. I'll go and see Ben to see if I can get him to call off the dogs. I have no idea what's gotten into him.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's his mum.
Well, all mums are crazy. Didn't you know all mothers are fucking crazy?
Hey you. Thanks for helping me with this grief thing. I'm not sure I have it though. I don't really know where to start. I feel a bit numb. Maybe we should just talk about him.
Talk about who? Oh, right.
It hadn't even been a year. He was a quiet, solitary man.
4K remaster.
Good listener, as I suppose you'd need
See,
to be.
I'm one of those
Confidence did grow
people
as
that
time
thinks
wore
Texas
on, but that's
Chainsaw
what you'd expect
Massacre
after you fitted in.
doesn't need a
And then we missed our
remaster.
chats. You used to work late with me and tell me things about
'Cause
the
it's so
patient, things
fucking
that I
gritty.
probably shouldn't have heard, but did.
I find with the 4K it might
What do you think of the patients?
spoil my enjoyment of
Shouldn't
it.
say. You can ask me. Go on, I'll tell you what I think.
Or maybe it's just me, I don't know.
We'd work late together on all sorts of things. He was preoccupied with finding patterns in patients, trying to find some kind of order.
I'm sure they'll look good, but I don't know. It's one of those films where I like the grittiness of it. My family's always been into me. My granddaddy worked in the old slaughterhouses. Look what your brother did to the door!
Mainly he was searching for a common experience the patients might
I
have
take
had.
no pleasure in
That's
killing.
what
You're
led him
just the
into his
cook.
office.
You're
He'd
just the
studied
cook.
everything,
Oh,
even
watch
the
your
referral
tongue,
letters.
lady. Watch your mouth, young lady. Gotta love the fucking fat black guy at the
Letters,
end.
parking
In his
tickets,
fucking truck,
holiday
gets out and fucking
destinations.
runs.
You know, I find
Why
those
does he
referral
do that?
letters-
Why didn't he get back in the fucking
I'm
truck and
sure there was
drive
a
off?
pattern.
No. Instead of getting back in the fucking truck, being chased by Leatherface, he just fucking runs for fucking miles. And he's still, and according to a legend, he's still running to this fucking day.
Mariana is a special girl. You know, there's something about
Will it
her
look
that
creamy
just
as
makes you
fuck?
want to follow her.
I fucking hope so.
Maybe that's what a trendsetter looks like.
I was just say transgender then. Oh shit.
I think Bryce has a lot of misdirected anger. I don't think I like him that much. You know, sometimes when things overrun, he's outside waiting for you, and he stares at me as if he's undressing me with his eyes. You know, he's not the first person that's done that, but still, you know, it feels worse coming from him. Claire seems to be shaken by something. You know, I offer her drinks every time she comes in, but she always refuses them. It's as if she just wants to come in, get her session over with, and then run off to do something else.
She buggers off to do something. Yeah, she is a bit off. I'll give you that.
Elin seems like a lovely person. I'm not really sure why she's here.
I can't remember her. Elin.
Oh, I just want to cuddle Nathan all up. He's such a mess. He's
He is
always
such
in
a
the
mess,
same
yeah.
clothes. You know, he barely talks to me though. It's the same hello.
It's a
and
quiet
every
one. You gotta
time.
watch.
He reminds me of Tom.
Tom. Tinker Tom, the tiny Todger.
Tom was a quiet mess,
Tom-
like Nathan.
Tom, the
Youngish,
the
in his
tiny
early
Tinker
20s.
Todger.
He taught piano,
Tinkle Man.
but he did have a strange
Oh, he's a
hobby.
tinkle man. Tinkle Tom likes to tinkle the tinkering ivories.
Tom liked to base jump.
Base
That's
jump?
basically falling from a huge building or mountain
the fuck is-
and
who do you
pulling
fucking
your
think he is?
parachute before you hit
Spider-Man?
the ground. He started to think he could fly.
Is he fucking James
Dr.
Bond?
Dekker tried to talk him
He's
out
got
of it, but
bipolar.
Tom had to prove his point.
Yeah, I think
So
that guy-
one
I think
day,
Tom's got
Tom
bipolar.
decided to base jump
He
without
thinks he's
a
Superman.
parachute.
Yeah.
Can you guess what happened?
He died?
He did die.
Oh,
he was hit
Tom.
by a rock from further up the mountain. He never got to fly.
Oh dear,
Nathan
Tom.
thinks he knows what his problem is too, but if he's not careful, he'll get hit by that rock. I wish I'd said goodbye. I wish I'd said goodbye to Dr.
Yeah, you
Dekker.
did.
It was so sudden. You know, here, then gone. He
I think
resigned
Cannibal
anyway,
Holocaust was
but that's
filmed.
not
I think
saying,
the footage in Cannibal Holocaust was filmed on 60 millimeters. Millimeters, well, maybe millimeters. You know, the 60. I think it was. It may have been 8 mm.
Dr. Dekker resigned shortly before his murder. No, it's sad. But doctors come and go, and only poor Jaya remains. I've got his resignation.
Trouble with
letter
Cannibal
somewhere.
Holocaust, the story's
You know, I
good,
do
but
all the hiring and firing
you didn't
around
need the animal
here.
cruelty in it.
Well, Professor Alderby
That's
at the
what let it
trust
down. That's what let that
technically
film
did
down. I mean, it got the fucking the Cannibal Holocaust got the satire of over sensationalism of the media, right? Got that fucking right, but in such a hypocritical way that it just spoils the message of the film. Shame, really. That's why he looks so good, yeah. Professor Alton, that
Professor
twat.
Alderby is a trustee. Did I not mention that?
I don't think you did. I cannot remember.
On Valentine's Day, Dr. Dekker had a session with Claire Castleford at 11, and that
Yeah.
nurse, Elin, at 3.
Oh, Elin's the nurse.
You should see this place Christmas
Yeah, I
Eve.
remember her now.
I was at home, though, so I don't actually know who came in. Dr. Dekker did phone and ask me for Nathan's number.
No, it was the...
Which is a bit strange.
The redhead. The redhead, she was with him.
She was cuddling him like he was 6. He's 25. Most of the patients are suspects, according to the police.
Yeah, not bloody
Almost
surprised.
all the patients are referred, and some of them are privates.
It's like the
Dr.
fucking
Dekker didn't
Castervilles have
introduce any
eyes.
of them. So you watched the tapes. Ah, gold star for you.
Isn't it with H.P. Lovecraft? That
It
fucking name.
smashed.
I'm sure there's a book. An anthology with that fucking name. Right, the nurse.
I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse. This? Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it to me before she died. Hilda's the one I mentioned in our last session. She's dying. I can tell. I need to see her before it's too late.
Why do you need to see us so
Help
urgently?
her finish her unfinished business.
What unfinished business?
People who are dying always have things they wish they could do before they go. We leave a lot of loose ends in our lives. We're very messy that way.
Well, you haven't met my auntie because she's fucking messy. Oh, sorry about the mess. Sorry about the mess. It's been a very hectic day. Sorry about the mess. It's been a very hectic week. Sorry about the mess. It's been a very hectic year. Sorry about the mess. It's been a very hectic decade. Sorry about the mess. It's been a very hectic century. Sorry about the mess. It's been a very hectic millennium. Or my uncle say, "Oh, don't worry, kid. It's like it 24/7."
I have a few other things. A watch. A ring.
Hope you haven't got the watch off
One
Del Boy.
patient
Fucking
gave
hell.
me, a
It tells the
little
wrong
China
fucking
bird.
time. So if you're on a
They're not
rob a
like
fucking bank,
Just trinkets, really.
you'll end up going in at fucking closing time. Oh, this bank's fucking shut. Bloody watch. What time is it? 4:45? It's 7:30. Bloody watch.
Strictly speaking, all of the patient's belongings should be passed on to family members after they die. But Alice's son never visited. He didn't care about
Yeah, it was
his
a
mum.
shame what happened to
Why
Paul
would he care about
Orndorff.
some worthless
The wrestler was a
piece of
shame.
jewellery? It
That
just doesn't
he
feel
had
right to me.
dementia.
What do you think, Doctor?
Shame.
Am I wrong to
Didn't look well at all. Didn't look well at all, bless him. Because in the end, he gave him over to his son.
Really? I don't see the harm. Alice wanted me to have it. You and Terry and all the other nurses just don't understand. Hilda wants to see her daughter. She's in Australia.
Australia?
So I'm going to have to use my talent.
And what talent is that?
I can change my skin.
What, like Michael Jackson?
What I looked like.
What the
I
fuck?
can turn into a
Don't
patient's
black up
mother.
whatever you do. Don't Don't do that! Don't do that, you'll get accused of
Ask them
racism.
to imagine
Don't do
The
that.
person they want to see is sitting right
Just
here next
bleach
to
your
them,
skin
and
very white instead.
I become them. It's how I help
Bleach
them
your
move on.
skin so white you look like the
That's how I
fucking...
comfort them.
You look like William Defoe in fucking Bill and Ted.
I only shift at work to help my patients. I don't have any interest in using it as a party trick or to deceive anyone. Actually, I had a hot date.
Did you?
It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know. But it was a nice date, different to what I'm used to.
Well, if it was me, it'd be definitely different to what you're fucking used to.
It was very traditional, old-fashioned, you know?
Old-fashioned?
Dinner at a nice restaurant. Then we went for a little walk along the pier. Held hands, had a bit of a kiss. Then he called a cab, and I went home, alone. I think it was about 11 when I left Max. I'm sure you could check with the taxi company if you really wanted to. If you think I need an alibi. Yes, I had a session with Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day. 3 o'clock, I think. Just a few hours later, he was... I still can't get over it. Of course, it was Terry that accused me of stealing. One of the other nurses. She's actually trying to make out that I'm some kind of HSK.
HSK? What does that mean? HSK? Yeah, what does that stand for?
Healthcare serial killer.
Oh, right.
You know, like those nurses that kill loads of their patients.
Serial killer, serial thriller.
I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. Anyway,
Oh, Vicky Flint, you're a serial thriller.
because a few of my patients have died on me, and some of those patients have given me gifts. Terry thinks it means that I've been killing them off. I can sense it, you know? It's like when you're outside and there's a sudden change in the light or the...
Hello,
air
Revolver, how
feels
are you?
different, and you know it's going to rain. It's like that. I always know when one of my patients is fading, even before the doctors know. Their
I'm
energy changes.
Ish.
It sounds silly when I put it into words. I sound like my mum. His name is Max. He's really sweet, but I don't see a future between us. He's not really my type.
Well, my type of psychos.
I've known Max a couple of years, but this is the first
I'm
time
well,
we've been on a
was
date.
chilling
I don't think
to have
he's
some chop
boyfriend
suey.
material.
Oh, nice.
Dr. Dekker seemed fine on Valentine's Day. He seemed to be in a good mood. It didn't seem like anything was bothering him.
Okay, so you've interviewed her, Claire. I think we've interviewed everyone, yeah? Oh, sorry, it's a song. Beg your pardon. Sorry, I thought it was SOAD. Who's SOAD? Because I know Sugar is a band. Because Sugar was who was in the guitarist Data Husker 2 was in Sugar, I think. Bill Mould. He was in Sugar, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Can you believe Bill Mould? I don't know if people know Bill Mould, but he was in a band called Husker Du. He wrote for WCW back in the late 90s. Don't know how he got that gig. Bottom, yeah, the bottom. Yeah, I said that. I said that to you a couple of weeks ago. The bottom bench is in Hammersmith. Is the bench next to the station? Because it's got a blue plaque there. Oh, Rick, this is the voice of your conscience. Oh, shut up! Don't tell me to shut, you spotty little bastard. Oi! Stop having a wet dream. Hands up, who likes me? I said hands up. Oh, Rick, we heard what you said. Why don't you like me? 'Cause you're a complete bastard. I'm being serious. Yeah, so am I. We all think you're a complete bastard. We all hate you. I find that very difficult to believe. Oh, I'll put a quid on it then. Or I don't bet. Oh, yellow chicken. Best to do that when we come back from there. Because, you know, we got to get... Because the day we're going, we want to get down there, don't we? Next team.
David Hunt.
I can change my skin.
Then skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
I had a hot date.
He went out for drinks.
I took photos of Jessica.
Dr. Dekker did
On
phone.
Valentine's Day.
I'm none of the
Asked me
fucking
for
wiser
Nathan's
with this,
number.
mind. It could
There
be
was a
any
girl.
one of them.
Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I?
He was preoccupied with finding
Photographs,
patterns.
rocking chair.
I haven't been back to the beach
Why
since
do I
Had a bit of a
think
shaky loop incident.
where
that
I
I'm
find
the
something
Set
crazy
fire.
one?
beautiful in the sea.
to
But the
Hannah's clothes
doctor.
in the garden.
Why do I
dug the
think the
grave.
I wish
doctor?
I'd said goodbye.
Dr.
I'm supposed to be the doctor,
Curse.
but I'm
Didn't
actually the
wear
fucking
enough to cover
patient.
the
I'm
body.
hallucinating all these people. It must. That's the vibe I'm getting
Oh,
from this.
Doctor, you surprised me. Reminds me of Officer Yates.
There's got to be a
Did I
twist
ever
this, and I
mention
can't
had
remember
a
it. See,
special
because
friend
Badger
in the
played
police
this
force?
a couple of
It's not something you drop politely
last
into
year,
a
I think it was, and I
conversation.
can't remember much
He's
about
been
it.
doing some digging and he's found a couple of
Oh,
things.
he's doing some digging, is
There's
he?
a crime scene report that goes into all the gory details and another report that's about the patient you're seeing today,
SOED.
Claire. I'll put them both on the desk for you.
Well, that's-
And thanks for the grief counselling, by the way.
SOED.
It's really been helping.
Oh,
You know,
System of a Down.
I'm so
Oh.
glad you're here.
Right, okay. I have heard of them. When they around in the 2000s? I've vaguely heard of them. I'm trying to think one of their songs. Yeah, that's the one that's the album I'm thinking of. From 2001, okay. Yeah, they were around the same time as Korn and Slipknot. Ah, right, okay. Oh, I think Rick Rubin produced for them as well. Oh, that's cool. Good producer. Very important producer that brought hip hop into the mainstream. Because he produced LL Cool J, Beastie Boys, Run
It makes for
DMC.
interesting reading, doesn't it? I can tell you're dying to ask me about it. Fire away.
Oh, God.
That's what it says. I can see you're confused. The police say that David is dead, fatally wounded when I stabbed him. The coroner says that David is dead. Everyone says that David is dead.
Stop
There was
Susan
even a
when they
funeral.
say, why don't you trust in myself?
But I know. He's alive.
Which suicide cry when angels deserve to die. Okay.
He's buried at Henley Church. You can go see for yourself. There's even a headstone. One of your other patients was a pallbearer. I never forget her face.
Yeah, you're on about Bryce,
You
innit?
should ask him.
Yeah, you're on about Bryce, ain't you?
David wanted to have a talk about our relationship. Not something any married person wants to hear. He said he'd been with Iris for about a year and that he loved her. He said he didn't love me anymore. Which I know is a lie. You don't just fall out of love with somebody. I reacted badly. I grabbed the nearest weapon I could find, which happened to be the steak
and you
knife,
chopped his bollocks
and
off.
stabbed him with it.
And you chopped his bollocks
There was
off.
so much blood. I instantly regretted it. So, I fixed it.
You chopped his bollocks off, you chopped his body off, and you put it in the fridge.
It was about a week later. I brought David back to life.
Why are you
Not with
fucking
voodoo.
Frankenstein?
Not with virginal sacrifice. I just...
It's
willed it to
alive!
happen,
It's
and it did.
alive!
Dr. Dekker told me it was possible. But only if you're not buried. He says once you're in the ground, there's no coming back. But until then, you have a chance at resurrection.
I am the resurrection. Or as Baron Frankenstein would say in Fresh for Frankenstein, to know death, Otto, you have to fuck life in the gallbladder.
Yes, resurrection. But now that I've seen the results, I don't think there's anything
I am the
holy about it.
I don't
think
have an erection.
reanimation is more an accurate term. Like, I'm an evil necromancer.
Do you have an erection?
Raising things from the dead. Bryce was a pallbearer for
Yeah,
David.
I thought so.
He's also a gravedigger, I believe.
Yeah. He's a gravedigger.
I think his brain was already decaying.
Claire is a
during the
very
week he was dead.
she's a
Important
very
bits.
very cold-hearted
So
bitch
when
in
I
my
brought him back to
opinion.
life, I didn't heal him completely. Just gave him life in the state he was in. I mean, he's
There's
hunting
no-
and killing
there's
things.
no
and
emotion
trying to
with her.
roast them on fire
There's
if you can only
literally
light
no
with matches,
emotion with
but
her.
That's about it. He's your basic Neanderthal. So I have a problem.
There's no emotion with her. So that's why I think she's a bit of a sociopath.
I'm being charged with murder because the police don't know he's still alive, and I can't get David to vouch for me for obvious reasons. I think it would raise quite a few more questions than answers, which is why I'm hoping that you'd be able to help me.
Jesus, I can't even help my fucking self.
Considering the
I was just saying, my
circumstances,
GP,
I'd
how
be
can we
grateful
help
if
you
could see
today?
your way to declaring me
Infamous fucking
temporarily
line. How can we help you
insane
today?
at the time of the murder.
Hello? Hello?
To
How
lessen
can we
my
help you
sentence.
today?
Because I'm not
Oh.
a killer.
Is that? Oh, that's
But I
okay.
can't prove
Well,
otherwise.
I'm going to give you a long list of
still
prescriptions,
think I'm a
longer
killer, do
than
you?
Hulk Hogan's pythons.
At worst, it's manslaughter. I didn't mean to kill him. I just stabbed him a bit.
Oh, you
And
just
although
stabbed
he
him a
was
bit.
dead
You just thought
for a week,
you,
I brought him back
you
to
were
life.
blindfolded. You thought it was the
Does this
Christmas
mean you won't
turkey. You
help me?
decided to stab it. Ah,
Was I
got you.
temporarily insane? Thank you, Doctor. That's all
Oh,
I
I
needed
didn't want to
hear.
write that. I was
From
going
you
to
or
say
Dr.
no.
Dekker. But Dr. Dekker wouldn't do that for me.
No.
He wanted something
I
else.
pressed the wrong option. I was going to say no.
Dr. Dekker teased me mercilessly about my alleged ability.
And what ability is that?
He didn't believe I'd reanimated David. Once he
Fucking
presented
hell.
me with a dead mouse and commanded me
She
to
thinks
give it
she's
life
fucking, but
I
Wes,
didn't,
reanimate
of
her.
course. It's not something I'd throw around lightly.
You killed him!
He changed his mind about me
No,
eventually.
I gave him life.
And then he mentioned the girl. He told me he'd locked up a girl in the basement of his house,
Oh, God.
just for me, and he asked me to reanimate her.
This girl is batshit crazy.
I said I couldn't reanimate something that wasn't dead, and he said that wouldn't be a problem.
Tell you what,
So
tell you
I
what,
agreed.
go and find some
I just
alley
played
cats,
along.
kill them,
I was
then
hoping it
reanimate
wasn't
them,
real.
and see how it goes.
I assumed it wasn't real. But he was offering me what I wanted, a temporary insanity diagnosis.
I've heard of temporary insanity, but to me, it doesn't feel like a real diagnosis of anything. Because how can you go temporarily insane? It's bizarre.
It didn't happen. Dr. Dekker called me from his house to cancel. He was furious. He said that Iris had escaped, and he blamed me for it. He said that I must have set her free after he told me about her. I knew it was all lies anyways. He was obviously titillating himself by reprimanding me. He knew I'd never want to speak to Iris again, so I couldn't prove it either way.
So basically you were touching your tits for sexual pleasure, you dirty, dirty, dirty whore. No, I don't think she is. I don't think she is. There's more to her than I think she's... I don't know.
Smuggling a body out of a funeral can be difficult.
I think Bryce is an incel.
Unless you pay the right people. Dr. Dekker asked if I could prove David wasn't dead, so I took him to the lake house. He saw that I was telling the truth. I can take you to see him too, if you like. Would you like to see David, Doctor?
I'm going to say no to that.
Suit yourself. Perhaps I'll bring David to see you instead.
Fucking
I've been to the lake house regularly, keeping an eye on David. I saw the girl again, the one I told you about. She was playing outside.
Fucking, I will need a fucking psychoanalysis after this game.
A paper spike is an odd thing to use as a weapon. I suppose if it went directly into the heart, it might work. Or
a paper clip.
His eye, or perhaps through the ear into his brain. Or was it just a frenzied, bloody mess of a murder? Do you know, Doctor? You tell me. What could possibly explain that?
I think you're a couple of short of a fucking Happy Meal. Fucking hell.
I assure you, David is not a ghost. I've touched him.
You've touched him? Where did you touch him?
Since I brought him back, I felt that there was something different about him. Something not quite right.
Yeah, undead.
I think it's his brain. But how ludicrous that you can bring someone back in the first place. It's like that book, Pet Cemetery. Funnily enough, he
he's
does smell of
undead.
earth, but that's because he spends most of his time out
And you
hunting.
managed to reattach his cock to his arse. So his arse over backwards.
If David doesn't exist, then that means that I really did kill him. He really is buried, and I really should be going to prison for a very long time. That just doesn't seem right to me. It's more probable that I reanimated him under Dr. Dekker's guidance. How astute, Doctor. Yes, I did say I hadn't seen Dr. Dekker outside of our sessions. That wasn't a lie. Our trip to the lake house was made during a session.
I see.
No, I didn't speak to her. You told me not to. I can be good when I want to be. I just watched her from the bedroom window. She'd caught one of the fish. She was holding it in her hands.
Deary me.
I wasn't close enough to see, but for all intents and purposes, it looked as if the fish bit her.
The fish bit her?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive.
I just streaming again? I must be bored. Oh my God, what's he done to his face? The giant fan returns! Oh, it's alright. Okay. Right.
Hello, Doctor. I've been thinking about our last session, and I just wanted you to know that I'm not a bad person. I know taking naked photographs is wrong, but
Yeah,
you don't know what it's
peeping
like
Tom.
until you face the same temptation. I'm assuming you don't know what it's like. Do you have an extra hour, Doctor?
No, I don't, I'm sorry.
You're playing games with me, Doctor.
Oh, I pressed the wrong one.
I was going to tell you what I know about the murder weapon, but now, well...
I'm sorry, what? Go on.
Now you just have to go with that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I overheard your assistant earlier. I know about that paper spike.
Go on in.
It was sharp. What I really wanted to tell you was... There's someone else in my hour. A hooded figure.
Hooded figure?
Watching me and following me. I followed it too.
Who's the hooded figure?
I don't know who it is. My initial thought was that it was you. That I told you about my affliction and somehow you'd got it too. Now I think maybe it's the military or some organization that wants to use the hour themselves. Maybe it's Dr. Dekker risen from the dead.
Oh, God.
I need to talk to you about it.
The abominable Dr. Dekker.
Whatever it is that's following me, it doesn't want to catch me yet. If I move towards it, it runs away. And when I follow it past temptations. A bar brawl, an open till, an open bedroom window. Like it's testing me. I split the brawl up. I'm actually a classically trained pallbearer.
Yeah.
There are a lot of health and safety considerations.
Yes,
Not everybody can do it.
aren't you? Yes.
Well, properly at least.
Pallbearer, yes.
Occasionally I
You're so
step in
grave
and the
digger,
funeral
aren't you, my
director is
boy? Yeah.
short-shouldered. I do remember her face. She wasn't upset in the usual way. She seemed...
She never looks upset.
agitated. Her husband must have been a giant. The coffin was so heavy. I remember because aft port side sprained his ankle.
Oh.
That and he wasn't lifting correctly. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, Doctor. I saw Claire Castleford's husband in the coffin myself before carrying him to the grave. He is in the ground. I'm sure it wouldn't take much for the police to get an order to have him exhumed. Just make sure it's done on Tuesday morning when I'm off. Dr. Dekker frequently used that paper spike on his desk as an example. I'm sure he did it with the other patients too. He'd make me look at it, touch the point to see how sharp it was. He'd tell me that because I think it's sharp, it will hurt me. But if I thought it was nothing, it could pass right through my hand. I'm surprised I haven't been approached earlier. I mean, my skills in the military. Special ops would be a breeze, wouldn't it? Waltz in past everyone during the midnight hour, get whatever you want, and return to friendly soil. It also makes me think that they might already know all of that, and that they want to get rid of me in case I tell anyone else. Would you do something for me if they get me? Would you tell Jessica I love her? She didn't really know me that well, but I did love her. And also, there's a hard drive in the bottom drawer of my drinks cabinet.
I hope there's nothing incriminating
Please
on that
destroy
hard
it.
drive.
Please.
Hey?
Don't look at it. I spied on Dr. Dekker, not long before he was murdered. I'm not sure I should tell you what I saw in his basement.
What? His dead mother.
I'd been feeling uneasy with Dr. Dekker for some time. I mentioned how he'd changed before, so I began spying on him at home. One night, the basement door was open.
Patient?
Dekker was returning.
But he's a
upstairs.
psycho. If you have any
I skipped
idea
past
what
him.
a psycho is, you put it so eloquently.
A girl.
Yes, it's a
It was
geezer what
difficult
dresses
to
up in his
tell.
woman's
It was
clothes.
dark, and she was chained.
Fucking
I
hell.
removed the chains, dressed her, and sat her in the police station. There's no evidence, though. No evidence of what he'd done. But she was free. I saved her. I'm not evil. I destroyed evil.
Okay, Gunnar, welcome back. Oh, Badger's streaming again. Tonight. Streamed Red Dead earlier. Oh, bless him, he looks like a giant thumb. Oh, bless him. He looks so weird without a beard. Okay. Alright, so.
I looked in. Watching other people is somehow built into our genes, Doctor. There was an old woman in bed. I went inside. Her bed covers were smoking. I think she'd fallen asleep holding a cigarette. I took the covers and put them in the bath. She'd have died otherwise. And no, I didn't take any pictures.
Are you sure?
I did nothing. I'm not stealing any more. Jessica is a beautiful woman. I've not spied on her since the incident we talked about. I have real feelings for her, Doctor. We've never connected. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. It's nice you think I'm capable of such basic interaction with females.
No, I'm just being very polite.
But I'm still
Bless you.
in awe of her, really. I will think about it, though.
Well, don't think about it too much.
I put my hand through a rusty nail at work today. It hurt like hell and bled like I'd been shot. I closed my eyes and thought, this isn't happening. The nail is just a worm, and it will wriggle through me. When I looked back, can you guess what I saw? When I looked back at my hand, it was healed. Look, see? My hand had healed. The nail had become a worm and was wriggling in my palm. It was like a little miracle. Like magic. I shouldn't really say miracle or magic. They're words that Dr. Dekker used when he tried to get you to think things and make them real. But do you think it's real, Doctor? That magic is real?
Oh, go on, yes.
Then so it is. Close your eyes. Imagine you're in a graveyard.
Oh God, here we go. Looking at the gravestones.
What catches your eye?
Looking at the gravestones.
Picture that you now have. I find using nautical terms to describe the position of pallbearers fitting. Plus, most of them are 3 sheets to the wind. You know, drunk.
Oh, Paul Bear, one of my favourite managers of all time. One of my favourite wrestling managers of all time. Oh yes, my Undertaker will bury you alive. Oh yes. No more questions for him? Jaya. Professor Warwick.
Professor Warwick, I'm a physicist. Where's Dr. Dekker? Is he really? Actually dead? Not a worthy adversary after all, then?
Oh, God.
Dr. Dekker challenged me. He tried to use my theories against me. Quantum theories. Do you really want to know? Dekker's eyes used to glaze over whenever we talked about that. He didn't believe in quantum physics.
God, another delusional dickhead.
You can optionally believe in. Well, it started with an experiment. Have you heard of quantum suicide, Doctor?
I've heard of Quantum of Solace, James Bond film, but quantum suicide, no.
Quantum suicide is a thought experiment that tries to explain the many worlds theory. You're looking at me blankly. I can see that you don't understand.
No, I don't.
I knew you wouldn't.
I don't.
Alternate universes. Essentially, if I were to shoot myself, then in some alternate universe, I'd still be alive. Now imagine if I could actually choose that universe.
In an alternate universe, I'm a fucking 3,000-year-old bipolar warlord from Jupiter. So try beating that, motherfucker.
Gambling.
Oh, I wouldn't recommend gambling. It's not good for you.
I would visit a casino and place a very large bet
good for you.
at the roulette table. Now, I would always bet on odd. Now, the results of this particular experiment were mundane. I won as many times as you would expect according to the laws of probability. But then, I changed a parameter. Why not gambling? My wife Vanessa left me for a neurosurgeon.
Vanessa left you for a
neurosurgeon? She emptied our entire
neurosurgeon?
combined wealth into her barrister's wallet.
Well, the dude in Detroit Become Human got left. His wife left him for a fucking accountant!
We were married for 14 years, 7 months and 3 days.
God, that's very precise.
Vanessa couldn't have children. At least that's what she told me. She grounded me in reality. I'm not complaining. It's probably what I needed. But part of me always thought that one day I'd achieve immortality through science and beauty. It wasn't to be, though. Well, yes, it bothered me, especially now that I find out that she's pregnant. Oh, no, it wasn't a rocket scientist that was required, but a brain surgeon, it seems. I have considered putting that neurosurgeon onto his darkest timeline. But I'm not a killer, it would seem. Quantum suicide required a loss of life to make it a realistic thought experiment. So I simply upped the stakes. Every time I bet on odd, I would place everything I had on that one spin of the wheel, and it worked. For a while. Dr. Dekker killed it, and I can't get it back. Well, my theory, quantum gambling. If the stakes are high enough, you will win every time by simply shifting your consciousness into that branch that wins. It's tricky, but it can be done. Dr. Dekker didn't like that. He saw me becoming rich and powerful, and he hated that. That's why he proffered the hangman's paradox.
See, I've gambled in my time. I think the thrill with having bipolar and gambling is not the thought of... It's not the thought of winning anything. It's the thought of losing it. For me. If that probably doesn't make fucking sense, but
well, imagine a judge sentences you to death. Now, it will be Monday or Tuesday next week, but it will be a surprise. Well, which day do you think you'll be executed?
Tuesday.
Well, it can't be Tuesday, because if you're still alive on Monday at midnight, then you know you'll be executed on Tuesday, so it won't be a surprise. Conversely, it can't be Monday either.
Okay, see you next Tuesday then.
You're expecting it to be Monday by deduction. Hence, a paradox. Dr. Dekker tricked me.
Fucking hell, you really are. See you next Tuesday, aren't you, Professor Warwick? Your inflated
sometime
ego.
In the future, I would lose a bet. That I would lose all of my money. Now, this didn't seem likely because I had quantum gambling on my side and it was working. But he unnerved me. He made me doubt myself. And then it happened. Recently, I lost everything that I'd managed to build up since Vanessa left me. Honestly? Well, I think he feared quantum physics. He didn't like things being explained in terms of science. Almost as if he'd have preferred...
Science!
Chaos.
She blinded me with science!
I was at a fundraiser for a charity called Mindstretch Outreach. Don't know how I got roped into that, I can't remember. But it was full of very clever children with bizarre outlooks on life. And Jaya. It was Jaya who asked me to go. It's full of poor kids with very capable minds. I did give them a talk on quantum tunneling once, and they loved it. Not sure it'll put dinner on the table for any of them, though.
Well, put it this way. I can get more fucking sense out of poor working class people than fucking middle class, upper class people. To me, they haven't got no intelligence at all, middle class people. They haven't got the brain cells, but they got the fucking money.
Oh, you're gonna have to Google
that's all that matters
doctor,
to
I'm
him.
afraid. I'm not a walking Wikipedia. I'd love to tell you.
I don't think he'd want to be a walking Wikipedia, because after the shit on there, it's fucking not factual.
Maybe look up Schrodinger's cat whilst you're there.
I remember one time I was on Wikipedia and they put Bob Marley. Any fucker can edit Wikipedia. I could go on Wikipedia and edit tomorrow and say fucking Bob Marley was a fucking... His mother and father were German physicians. Crazy.
Oh, she's Dr. Dekker's lovely assistant. I imagine she's your lovely assistant now. Yeah, she always...
Lovely, I find her a bit overtiring.
Cup of tea.
Does waffle on a bit.
Smile. Which reminds me, my session. Can we talk about my problem now?
Well, I can't help you if you're incontinent.
I'm not a gambler, Doctor. I'm a scientist.
That's what they all say.
Need more money. It's true, I've run out of money for my research. An opportunity.
We'll go down. If you want more money, go down on the go buy the transport bridge in Newport on a Saturday night. You soon get some money.
Quantum gambling. It's a pet project. It's got nothing to do with work. But if I don't have significant amounts of money to lose, then there won't be enough jeopardy for the experiment to work. A very wealthy group of individuals have offered to pay me a very large sum of money if I attend their next private soiree. They don't want to talk or anything like that. They want a practical demonstration.
I find this guy very exhausting.
They'll pay me £1 million if I can successfully survive 6 rounds of Russian roulette. Now, I am worried because of what Dr. Dekker said, but, well, I can't help but thinking that the stakes are so high I can't possibly lose. What do you think, Doctor? Should I take them up on their own?
What, blow your fucking brains out? Let me think. Yeah, go on.
Splendid. I can't lose, Doctor. Let me demonstrate.
If you're not here tomorrow, I'll know why. You're going to demonstrate. Not on me, I hope. What the fuck happened there? Did he just kill himself? I don't know what happened there. What the fuck happened there? I don't think I was meant to have done that. So we've asked Bryce, Claire, Elon, so Nathan. I think I'm going to leave it there because I'm getting a bit hungry and I need to take my meds. I need to take my meds after this fucking game, Christ. Okay. So thank you to everyone that joined me. And I will see you in the next stream or video. Take it easy, guys, and stay safe. And don't let the bastards grind you down. Bye-bye, folks. Take care.